them probably like 2 minutes while they're doing that. How has the summit been for you guys? Those of us that are here, can I see some comments on the comment section? How has this summit been for you? How has the experience been for you? I want to see some comments in the comment section. How has this summit been for you so far? All right, impactful, amazing experience. It's been great. Just 3 persons. Where are the others? Great, great. For me, it's been impactful indeed, and I am so happy and grateful for Expert to organize this summit because, I mean, it's a beginning of many more things that would happen. You know, just today, right? I was just thinking about the O Summit like from day one and see where we've been today, and I'm like, there gotta be another summit, but we have to be ready for Expert to organize that again, right? Oh, I know it's been really great so far, trust me. Yeah, like there need to be a part 2 of this summit, honestly. All right, so today is going to be another beautiful session. But before we go into that, I would like to give a quick recap of what Expert is, why are we here, what is all of this summit about, in case anyone is joining today, or this is probably like your first time joining. All right, just bear with me, give me a few minutes. And remember, in the meantime, you can also reach out to someone else that needs to be here. Remember, today is the last day again, and the last day of something is actually the best, okay? And there's a lot of package today that you don't want to miss out, okay? All right. All right, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now to do a quick recap of what Expert is, or what we do here in Expert, okay? Just give me a quick minute while I do that right now. All right, let me go right ahead and share my screen with us. But before I do that, let me just quickly open my tab here. My internet is a little bit slow. It's loading. Please bear with me. Remember, reach out to someone. Reach out to someone that needs to be here today, okay? You want to do that while you're here. Like, go ahead and reach out to somebody that needs to be here today. All right, my system is coming up right now. And for all of you that are here, you actually should give yourself a round of applause. Like, come on. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4, you made it this far. You should put some clapping emojis on the chat box right now for yourself, because look how far you've come. Like, come on, guys, put some clapping emoji. That is personally for you, okay? Right, where is my Zoom? Yes, go ahead and do that. You deserve it. All right. All right, while my system is still coming up here, right? Yes, enough. I need to see more clapping emojis, because you guys, come on. Come on, you guys, you made this happen. Well done to each and every one of you. All right, while my system is still coming up here, I would like to know, can you guys just quickly share with me, right? I would like you to go ahead and share with me what these 3 days has been for you. Go ahead and type on the chat box what these 3 days have been for you. Like, what has been your experience? What has been your takeaway in this past 3 days? Go ahead and type something. Let's see what this has been for you. Like I said, for me, I was just having the thought, like, I mean, It's been more than it's impactful that I'm like, I think they have to be another summit, like honestly. So I want you guys to go right now on the chat box, type something. What has been your takeaway from day one, day two, day three, and today is day four? All right, go ahead and type something right now in the chat box. What has this been for you so far? All right, I'm looking out to see what you guys are writing right now on the chat box. Can we hear me? I want to ensure you guys could hear me. All right, someone says it's been Jerry. Okay, okay. It's been a high opener, learned enough on the forest world. It's been great days of learning. All sessions have been amazing, got so much clarification and value. It's been amazing. I got more clarity on how simple the strategies are and going back to practice them along. All right, come on, guys, keep putting in those comments on what this summit has been for you for the past 3 days. Go ahead right now and do that. Looking out for the chat box. All right, guys, let's go. Come on, is this all? Are these the only people that have been on the summit from day one? Forest was made easy, a summary of the strategies available. Yes, yes, yes. That's what Expert Hub is actually about. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time in putting those information. This is what this summit is all about. To give you more insight on what forest really is and how possible forest is, even if you're a beginner or you don't know nothing concerning forest. And this is what Expert Hub is about, making forest trading easy. All right, because there is direction, there is structure, and of course, there's guidance and mentorship. There is everything you literally need. All right, so today I'm just going to give a quick recap on what we are going to be doing today. And what you want to do today is that you want to ensure you are present like you've always been. You want to ensure you communicate and you want to ensure that you are accountable, okay? And also have your writing materials ready with you. Very, very important, okay? You can't put all of the information, without a writing material. You probably will forget it or something. All right, just a few minutes. And thanks to each and every one of you once again for the efforts you've made from day one to the last day. And today, which is the fourth day of this summit, all right? Today we're going to be covering two of the most important elements of becoming a disciplined and a consistent trader. All right. It's one thing for you to want to trade, and it's another thing for you to have, should I say, the characteristics of actually being a good trader. Because when it comes to trading, your consistency is very, very important. Okay. Your discipline, it's very, very important. And today we're going to be covering those two aspects. All right. When it comes to risk management and market physiology. All right. So we're going to be covering those two parts today. And again, ensure you're ready. All right. I'm just going to go straight ahead and call on our educators. All right. While they come in to share some information, because we're about to learn how to manage our risk, control our emotions, and of course, develop the mindset that is needed. All right. When it comes to risk management, it's really, really important, your emotions. Okay. And all right, just 1 minute, please. You know, there was one time should I say the first time I blew my account? All right. And I'm like, it's just blowing on it's just me blowing my account. There is no big deal. I won't feel no emotions. I won't feel anyhow. You know, I was telling myself that, but guess what? I thought my emotions were not attached to it and all of that, even if I know that, I mean, lessons are also part of the success. Lessons are also part of you know, growing, right? And literally after that, like, I mean, after day one, I felt like it's nothing, it's just blowing off account. There is no big deal and all that. I felt like I was okay, all right. But guess what? Day one, day two, I think probably like day three, started setting like, wait, did you just really blew your account and all that? But guess what? I'm so grateful for Espeto because one thing it made me realize is every lesson actually it's needed, it's part of your success story. You need those lessons so that you could learn, because if everything is just success, 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 it is good, but trust me, the lessons are always needed, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. All right, I'm just go right ahead to call on, all right, just give me a minute please, to call on our educator to give us some information when it comes to market fixture. All right, just 1 minute, please. All right, before we go into market psychology, we're going to do some risk management right now. All right. And the person I'm going to be calling, the educator I'm going to be calling in, will be giving us some information when it comes to risk management. All right, because sometimes I mean, let me speak for myself. I mean, that was before, okay, where I'm seeing an opportunity that yes, this trade or this trade idea is good and all that, and I'm just going into the market with, like, I want to make all the money one time. How greedy am I? But trust me, I mean, this is the market, you don't control it. So if you don't use the right risk management, whatever whatever outcome of the trade is, that is up to you. But when you use the right risk management, you're actually safe, even if the trade did not go in the direction you expect it to. So right now, I'm telling you, girl, greed, say that again. But we're learning, we're getting better because you have to. All right. So right now, I'm going to be calling on one of our educator, all right, to come right ahead now and give us some information when it comes to risk management, because this is really, really important when it comes to trading. All right, this is someone that he's been very consistent. Is someone that is, you know, one thing I love about Espeto, the other traders you get to meet, right, from different part of the world, right? One thing I love about them, even if they are even like beginners, those ones that are already like advanced traders, trust me, when it comes to your success in trading, the way they look out for you, you want to wonder like why, like, I mean, this is supposed to be my, like, this is me supposed to be putting myself more, but the way they literally look out for you, it's it just makes you want to be better. It just makes you want to do more. All right. And right now I'm gonna be calling on no other person but Mr. PK. I call him Mr. PK, all right? Mr. Uzoma PK, all right? He's going to be sharing some information right now with us on risk management. And before it comes on, I want you guys to go right ahead now. Put some clapping emoji. All right, go ahead and put some clapping emoji. Guys, today is Sunday. We're supposed not to be burning, but if you guys want to do that, go ahead and do that right now. Mr. PK, it's such a pleasure having you, please.
All right. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. If you can hear me loud and clear, I will need you to just put loud and clear in the comment section so I can be sure that what you are hearing properly and we can comment, guys. Yes, let's do that in the next 30 seconds. Okay, I can see clear, I can see clear. Okay, loud and clear. All right. What's happening, family? All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ayo, for that warm introduction. I really, really appreciate you. You've been doing a fantastic job so far. And I'm excited to meet everyone here. Really, I'm excited to meet every single person on this space. I mean, we've gaining so much value since day one, and today being the final day, I don't think you want to watch. You want to miss out from any information that's going to be shared today. Yes, I believe you. Like Sherry said, my name is Uzoma Pik. And I'll be walking us through what risk management entails in trading. Yes, but before I even go into all of those, right, let's just take a moment, right? Let's just take one single moment to say what. Thank you to Mr. Kenry. Thank you to the previous teachers. Thank you to the previous coaches. Thank you to the team of Expert Hub, the ones that we see and the ones we don't see, the ones behind all of this, right? Thank you so much, right? Because like I already said some minutes ago, right? We've been gaining so much value. I saw some people saying that this has been an eye-opening session for them. This has been one of the best experience, right? They've ever had to encounter in trading. See, I'm gonna tell you guys from a little bit of experience. Yeah, I've been in this space for a minute. Not so many people get such level of clarity from the very first go at trading. I can tell you guys, not so many people get such level of clarity from the very first go. So most times your brain is what spin around and then tossed up and brought back down before you actually know what you're doing in trading. I'm not even gonna lie to you all. But right here, right now, in the last 4 days, today being the 4th day, you guys have gotten what they call 100% clarity of what Forex entails, how to go about it, a working strategy. See, a working strategy is like gold mine, right? It's like gold mine. You guys have a working strategy, yeah, from Mr. Kevry. And you guys are going to learn what risk management and psychology today. Come on, you guys have a full platter on your table. And that being said, yes, I'm gonna what comments with Mr. Kevry's a word he has shared with me alongside some of his mentee, which is success of anyone is relative to the level of what following instructions within a community, right? I believe what we've been exposed to in this community, if we can follow them to the latter, I don't think anyone should say, oh, I am still confused about XYZ. I saw Coach Shegu breaking down the trend, and what some days ago I saw Mr. Kenvi doing his own thing, breaking down the charts in ways that what has not been done before. But I mean, that's all good and fine, guys. I mean, I can basically stay here all day, praising these guys because Mr. Kenvi has been a great impact in my life. But let me just quickly walk you guys through what we have today. I believe you all are really here to pick something or two from today's session and whatnot. I believe you've got your notepad, you've got your pen, and we can basically jump right into what we have for today. So first of all, I'm going to be starting with one simple question. With one simple question that was always what get to me every single time when I begin to trade, or when I begin to get into the market and I ask everyone. People are always like, oh, I want to trade, I want to do this, I want to do that. I've been trading for a while, I've not been trading for a while. I'm going to ask you guys one simple question, yeah? And I need you guys to give me an answer. But I believe up until now, you've learned strategy, you've learned trend identification, you've learned how to identify XYZ on the charts. You can do this by yourself, right? I'm going to ask you a question. I need an answer within 20 to 30 seconds, right? Now, it's very simple. If we had two traders who had the same strategy Mr. Kenvi taught us some days ago, right? Even on yesterday, we have two traders who have the strategy, right? Why would one become profitable while the other one doesn't make money? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? I believe anyone can give the right answer. I believe we have giveaways for everyone. Come on, guys. Someone says risk management. Okay. Time is on it. Risk management. Someone say mindset. Someone say consistency. All right. These are all beautiful answers. Someone says risk management. Okay. I love what I'm saying. Someone says risk appetite. Someone says overtrading can cause it. Exactly. These are all beautiful answers that you guys are pointing in the comment section, right? All beautiful answers. I'm not even gonna lie to you all. And so many things can cause people failing in trading. So many things can cause people failing in trading. Yes, but for one, I'm going to talk about what we have to do, which is called risk management. Risk management is the major, I would say, one of the major principles, yes, to your longevity in the markets. It's not your strategy. It's not your edge. Sometimes it's not even your mindset. Most times it's your risk management system. Yes. Risk management simply entails what is the skill of protecting your capital, yes, protecting your money, so that what you can keep what trading long enough to be consistent in the get-go, right? I'm going to quickly share my screen with you guys, right? And I believe you guys will be able to see what I'm saying. I'm going to be sharing 3 major key takeaways you guys need to pay attention to. Now, the first 2 are solid takeaways, right? But I'm going to tell you this. The last one, Mr. Kevin shared it with me on a personal interaction when I was opportunity to be within the sport, a close proximity with him. Yes, this is not something that every day you hear outside there. So I want to tell you guys now, for any reason you want to stay to when I mentioned the 3rd one, so you can get that gem, that's rare gem that doesn't just fly about everywhere, right? This is something that would definitely change your game. It changed my game. It's tripled my returns, right? Since when Mr. Kenry taught me, and I basically plug and play into my system, my returns tripled, right? Tripled. And you want to stay close to what I'm about to say or share with you guys, so that you can be able to make good returns for yourself. So let's get right into it. Risk management in a nutshell, like I mentioned earlier, guys, but basically entails your ability to calculate your risk before you even get into a trade. Yes, before you even think of anything, you guys can basically relate to how you would basically want to get into an investment. Most of us are basically we have portfolios across stocks, landed properties, asset classes all across board, right? And we know that the first thing we actually thought of most times is this investment worth my money? Can I be willing to stomach the loss if it goes against me, right? And then we're able to put in an amount that we are comfortable with, right? Regardless of the assurance and the guarantees involved in it. Yes. Now, that being said, that is basically one of the very, very first steps to becoming a wealth creator. Because if you think in that line, you already know, okay, I need to manage my risk and forgo the result, because most times the profit takes care of himself. The result takes care of itself. As long as you can manage the risk, you can make the returns. 100%. I can promise you that. As long as you can manage the risk, you can make the returns. So that being said, understand that professional traders, they don't really think, how much am I going to make in this single trade? How much am I going to make from this gold? Mr. Kenvy doesn't think about, how much money am I going to make from XYZ gold buy, gold sell, S&P 500 buy. No, he's thinking most times, how much am I risking on gold buy? How much am I risking on gold sell, right? The traders on the coaches on expert are not thinking, how much am I making on GBP USD, on BTC buy? No, they're thinking, how much am I going to lose if I'm wrong? Because understand something, right? Even the best strategy at times can be flawed. Nothing is perfect. If you understand that trading is a probability game, which I believe they already established a few days ago, you will know that there is no guaranteed outcome. An edge is only an edge because it helps you tilt the odds in your favor, but it can also go wrong sometimes. Risk management is what's going to help you stay in the game long enough to make your edge play out at the end of the day. Does it make sense to someone? If it makes sense, put sense in the comment section. If it makes sense, put sense in the comment section, guys. If it's making sense, put sense in the comment section quickly, right? If it makes sense, put sense in the comment section. All right, sense. I can see sense. All right, beautiful. Okay, I can see that we're following, right? We're following. Beautiful, right? So, risk management is basically what's going to help you stay in the game long enough to see the returns of your results. Every single trader out there making losses, but they're able to come back better, come back with more withdrawals, come back with more payouts because of they have hacked a skill that so many traders have not figured out yet. It took me almost 4 years to figure this out. Yes, Mr. Kenvy was one of the people who set this clear. After 4 years of struggling, he set it clear for me, and it made sense. Trust me, if Mr. Kenvy was able to do that in a very short time, trust me, you are in the best place. You are in the best place. Do you understand me? So you want to pay attention to everything I'm going to be sharing with you guys right now. I'm going to run because I don't have so much time to spend here. I need you guys to pay so much attention to what I'm going to be saying, so you guys can grasp real value of what I'm saying in a nutshell, right? Okay, that being said, guys, I'm going to move on into what the very first thing I need you guys to understand. The very first thing I need you all to understand. Now, what's that? Is that what? Trading is what? Trading is very, very relative to how you can risk in the market. Yes. I'm going to give 2 scenarios and we're going to run from there. I believe you guys, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Okay, you guys can see my screen beautiful, right? So you can see from what I have on my screen, right? You can see why is risk management important? Like, what's the necessity of it? You can see we have 2 examples of trader A and trader B, right? Trader A risks 50% on every single trade it takes, and trader B risks 2% on every single trade he takes. Now you can see that just in TV trades, trader A account is gone. And in TV trades, trader B account is just on what? $94. Who is the smart trader and who is the dumb trader here? Or rather, who is the smart money and who is the dumb money? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me who is the smart money and who is the dumb money? Who is the smart money and who is the dumb money? Can someone tell me quickly? Who is smart and who is dumb? Because I believe we have trader A and we have trader B, right? Someone says trader B, beautiful. Trader B is the smart guy here, because if in every 2% trade I take, right? I'm gonna lose only 2% of my account. What's 2% of your $100? That's just $2, give or take, right? That's just $2, give or take, plus or minus. So out of 3 trades, I'm only gonna lose $6, and I can still be in the game to take a lot more trades to make $6 back and even get profitable. Get investors' money, get more capital to grow, to become bigger, to become better. Do you understand? I would employ the system, and this is what Mr. Kenfrey has taught us day in, day out for the last 7-8 months in the community. Yes, if you were not able to join the community come January this year, I believe this is like a makeup session for you, right? So pay attention to this. This is what he has been basically hammered on for over 6 months. Our ability to risk little and maximize our returns. Do you understand me? So that leads me to the first key point in risk management. Now, the very first thing in risk management is this: never risk more than 1 to 2% of your account. Because think about it, guys. If I'm risking, with the diagram I showed you guys earlier, if you're risking 50% of your account to make huge return, what if you have 3 losing trades, which is completely normal? 3 losing trades is very normal in the market. So what you have 3 losing trades, what are you going to say? You're done. Like your account is gone. That's what you're trying to say. You found $1,000 and you lost TV trades, and $1,000, 1.4 million naira is gone. Are you being serious? That is your definition of success in trading? No, that's not smart. That's dumb, right? That is dumb. That is dumb, basically, right? Risking 2% can easily make you decent return over time, and you want to think in compounding effect, because as a trader, you're not thinking about what you have, no, you're thinking about what you can get by implementing the right system and the right strategy at the end of the day, right? So the very first is protect your capital. Risk 1 to 2% on every single trade. The goal is not to make money on one single trade, but to stay in the game long enough to see your edge play out, right? To see your edge play out at the end of the day, right? Staying in the game long enough just gives you this hindsight view, this overall view of, okay, this thing is one step at a time progress. It is not a sprint. Understand that trading is not a sprint. Trading is not a sprint. It's more or less like a marathon. Yes, all of us are going to succeed relatively to our own level of commitment to this stuff. If you choose to skip and think it's I jump in, I jump out, it's going to jump you out and it's going to jump you in easily. Your money is going to jump into your account and jump out as fast as you can see it. Trust me, guys. So that's the very first rule. Risk management was of 1 to 2% of your trading account. The very second thing you want to focus on is always use stop losses. And you guys are wondering, what is stop loss? Yes. Let me bring it back home to you guys. Stop loss is basically your seatbelt in your car. That's how simple it is. That's a seatbelt that holds you, that prevents you from having an accident. Simple and short. You use the seatbelt. Why? Because of what? You're hoping never to crash, right? But just in case anything happens, you want to be safe. True? That is the necessity of a seatbelt. That is the same function of a stop loss order. You're hoping you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to take a loss in that trade. But even if you have to take that loss, guys, okay, and as most, I only want to lose XYZ amount of money at the end of the day. I don't want to do more than this, right? And that's basically what a stop loss is in the market, yes? Now, what is trading without a stop loss? Trading without a stop loss is simply you driving with no brakes. Have you seen those guys driving all those very fast cars? If I know someone driving a Lamborghini, for instance, or driving I believe we were having a session some months ago, a month or 2 ago, Mr. Kemi said, mention the car, your dream car you want to get, the amount and everything. And everybody mentioned their car. I mentioned the Lexus LC500. That is a fast car, a sport car, right? Imagine I buy that car and I don't have brakes and I'm flying through Lekki Ekpe Highway, for instance, or through one highway with no brakes. That is basically assured I'm going to get burnt. I'm going to crash. Clear. There's nothing about it. There's no miracle that's happening. No saving grace is coming to save me. I'm going to crash, right? So a stop loss basically doesn't make you a loser. It makes you a survivor, because if you can basically say, oh, my approach today was wrong, which is okay to be wrong in the market. Tomorrow, I'm going to come in with a clearer view, and I'm going to do this in a lot more better and what informed manner to what make a better decision. Are you guys getting that? I'm going to come in tomorrow with a better lens, and I'm going to do this with an informed mind of, okay, yesterday there was a mistake, sure, but today I am smarter. That's what a stop loss helps you. What helps you understand that, okay, yes, yesterday I could be wrong, but today I have to be right. Okay, I made a mistake yesterday, I can't repeat that mistake today. That is what a stop loss help you to realize, right? Now, those are the two first things you have to be aware of. And this is something that you can basically do anywhere, anytime. Now, I'm going to touch on the words. On the third thing that was Mr. Kemvria shared with me in close proximity when I went to visit him. This is not something that so many of us are aware of. And even if we're aware of it, we've not received it in our awareness, in our consciousness, which is what the very thought thing that would make you a profitable trader, that would keep you above 99%, that will keep you in the 1% of the 1%, that will make you stand among your peers, and they'll be like, wow, this guy is a good trader. This guy is a good trader. This person knows what they are doing. This person has their onion figured out. It's what? Thinking in long term. See, listen, guys. Think like this. Be broad in your thinking. Be broad. Think long term, guys, because if you have a limited vision, if you have limited view of your thinking, guys, see, you cannot make it in trading. It's that simple. If you can't think broad, if you cannot expand your mind to say, okay, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to commit for the next 6 months with this system that Kemvria has taught me, and I want to see the result in 6 months' time, you cannot make it in trading, because profitability in trading, like you can see in the diagram, is we have some green days, we have some red days. What if you give up on your red day, that on one failure that leads to your big break? Why? So when you have to like, okay, I'm going to commit to this system for 6 months, let me see the result of it. If it works for this person, if it works for this person, if it works for this person, then I should be no different. Understand this. Mr. Kemp is big on what's it called? On proof of concept. Yes, and you can adopt proof of concept from your mentor, from your tutor. Okay, it has worked for this person. I can basically plug and play. Plug and play. So if I don't think long term, I cannot make results in trading. Yes, I can't make results in trading, because what? You're going to be so caught up on today's losses that what? You may forget tomorrow wins. You're going to be so short-sighted to what? The money you lost. Like Ayo mentioned some minutes ago, when she started trading after her first loss, she was like, oh, it's cool. And then it hit her, right? It happens. But imagine if Ayo said, oh, after that first loss, I'm no longer doing this again. I'm done. I can't lose my money like this. Imagine she said that. Do you think she'll be the one today walking us through what she has been doing beautifully well so far? No, I can promise you no, because she would have gotten the resolution of Forex is a scam, Forex doesn't work, trading is XYZ. But because she saw, okay, in hindsight, this thing is a long-term thing. Let me commit to it. This is the kind of thing you learn when you're in a close circle with people who have gone ahead of you, people like Mr. Kemvria has paid the price. See, there's no amount. How do you want to fail? Permit him to say how you want to take fail. Mr. Kemvria never fail. He has failed so that you can succeed. He has failed in every version and every way so that you can succeed. So if you now eventually fail in his guidance, so your relationship are very strong. Like they are strong, I can assure you. Your relationship with their power is strong. They are strong. If you don't know what relationship means, I'm sorry, it's basically some people that are pursuing you, they are very strong. Really, because Mr. Kemvria will tell you, this is it. This is the front and this is the back. Follow here and don't follow here. If you choose to follow here, it'd be like you're the black sheep in the flock, simple and short, because it makes no sense, right? So understand that it is a long-term thing. It is a long-term thing, right? It's not something that you're coming in, okay, most of us are going to be fired up after today. We're going to be like, oh, yes, trading. Come December, you still have to be fired up like today. You still have to say, come 2027, January, I'm going to show up like I have never did. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to show up. I'm going to back this. I'm going to trade. I'm going to join class. I'm going to join meetings and make sure that I am the best. You understand? Make sure that I become better. Do you understand me? Because if you give up on the first failure, you would never see success in trading. You would never make it in trading. That's guaranteed for you guys. Guaranteed, right? And these are some of the things that These are some of the things that has what improved, that has made us what, make us some of the most improved in our community. Blessed did not become who she is, did not become profitable by just what, guessing. No, Samson did not become that way. Shegun did not become that way. I didn't become that way. I didn't become that way. Madam Shay didn't become that way. Do you understand? We've all committed to a sin now that has given you time, and what time has given you, okay, now to now you're going to succeed. You see, guarantee, listen to me, guys. See, if you're going to forget anything, do not forget this one. Guaranteed you, Mr. Kenvin, right? If you're going to commit yourself to him, I can assure you guys, give yourself 2 to 3 years and see your life change. This one is something that I don't need to stress it. If you don't want to believe me, keep being a non-believer. I'm not going to stress it. Keep being a non-believer. Don't worry. But for those of us who are believers, we already know, commit 2 to 3 years and see your life change. Basically, there's no stress about it. 3 years from now, if your life doesn't change, come and find me. Don't worry. We will do a makeup class for you. But there will be no need for you to find me, basically, because your life would have gone from this level to this level. Do you understand me? So that's all there is. That's all there is to risk management and trading. The right community is going to help you. It's going to help you stand out, right? The community is going to help you. It's going to help you become better than every other person in the nutshell. So I basically touch on activities. Never risk more than 1 to 2%, right? Never risk more than 1 to 2%. Always use stop loss order. And finally, think long term. Think 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, what the result is going to be like. Yes, I mean, I have so much to say, but time is not going to permit me, because I believe Mr. Kenvin would also love to shed more light on some of the things I've said, because he's the one who taught me. Listen, I can never do more than who was taught. I cannot, no matter how much you think I know I'm saying, Mr. Kenvin knows better than myself. He's gonna break this thing down for you guys in a way that your mind will be like, this reality exists. It exists. Wow. Do you understand? So, I mean, you guys should put, thank you so much, Mr. Kenvin, for all you do. Thank you so much, Mr. Kenvin, for all you do, because, I mean, if he wasn't the one, we're not going to have this summit. If it wasn't the one, there will be no expert help. If it wasn't the one, there will be no one to teach you, to help you get better, to show you the way, to tell you what works and what doesn't work, to show you guideways to follow to become a profitable trader. Yes. So all you can do is thank you, Mr. Kenvin. Thank you, Mr. Kenvin. Thank you, Mr. Kenvin. Let's go ahead and put that in the comment section. And I would say peace out for now, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe you've picked a thing or two from this session. When we have questions and answers, you guys can drop your questions. And let us say thank you so much, Mr. Kenvin, and Ayo, please have the floor. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. I told you guys, the end, right? The end of it. You don't want to miss the end of something. Wow, Mr. PK. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is fire, guys. That is fire. Like, come on. Wow, wow. Thank you so much for that insight you gave to us. Like, come on. Literally, that is one of the success of being a successful trader. All right. You want to use the right risk. If not, then what are you trading? What are you doing in the market? All right. Can we just go ahead and say thank you to Mr. PK and of course to Coach Kevin, because if not for him, none of us would have been here today. There would have been no Expert Hub, no Mr. PK here right now sharing all of this insight. And thank you so much for being so generous with the information that you got personally, but you still decide to share it with us. We are so grateful. Thank you very much. I want to ensure that everyone, like, I hope we got the concept of risk management. I hope you guys got the 3 points. I hope you guys got the 3 points. If you do, can you just go ahead and type 1 point, like put something right now on the chat box? All right, go ahead right now, put something on the chat box in regards to risk management. Like what is it among the 3 points Mr. PK just mentioned? Okay, always use a stop loss. If not, I mean, you'll be like me, that was before, but not anymore. That was an amazing presentation, and we are so grateful. Yes, think long term and never forget to don't use more than 1 to 2% risk. Okay, because sometimes we tend to be greedy, but I mean, if you do that, you're gonna think about it later. All right. Thank you so much once again, Mr. PK, for that amazing presentation you gave us. We are truly grateful for the opportunity, and most especially the fact that you have been so generous again with the information that you shared with us. Thank you very, very much. All right, so the next educator we're gonna call in right now is gonna be sharing information. Is gonna be giving us a lot of information when it comes to market psychology. All right, you guys would have heard what I said earlier on, that one time, I mean, that was like the first time, but I mean, when you follow the risk, the right risk, you don't have to blow your account. But sometimes we want to do our own thing, want to follow, just want to do our own thing, and you know what happens when you decide to do that. All right, so like I'd said the last time, that after I blew my account, like the first day, I felt like, man, my mindset, everything, like, come on, nothing is gonna, no effect on me and whatnot. Day one, I was cool and all that. Day two, day three, it started kicking. Like, wait, did you just really lose that account? Like, why? There was no need for you to lose it, but because I didn't follow the right risk, and of course, because then my mindset, all right, when it comes to the market psychology, that the level of market psychology I had then, it was not all that. It's all of my emotions were just running everywhere and all of that. But I'm so happy and grateful because today that is no longer my story. I mean, now some of us that are actually here, if there is any point where there's losses in any way, we're literally just grateful because we always see that as an opportunity, to understand what we're doing wrong and how we can definitely improve ourselves. So ensure you have yourself prepared, because we are about to have another aspect when it comes to trading that actually will build you to actually become a successful trader. Remember, it's one thing for you to have the desire to want to trade, you want to make money and all of that, but trust me, there's so much more to that. And when it comes to the market psychology, this is actually a very, very big part of it. All right. This part actually covers more than 50% when it comes to your trading journey. All right, so I'm going to be calling on this amazing educator. All right, is someone that has been very consistent. All right, is someone that is always open to giving information and just seeing and giving us opportunities, literally. All right, for those of us that are new, those of us that have been here, from time to time we keep like sharing information, on how we actually can become better traders, because when it comes to this trading environment, every day is an opportunity for you to learn. And this is the role that has been playing from time to time, that has been in this trading platform. All right, from time to time, that has been in this trading environment. All right, so we'll just go ahead right now and put some fire emoji. All right, put some fire emoji on the chat box, because we are about to get some more knowledge and some more information when it comes to forex trading. All right, and of course this part, like I said, is very, very important, and this is market psychology. Can we all go ahead and put some fire emoji right now as we call on no other educator but Gifted? All right, go ahead right now, put some fire emoji while it's coming on. Go ahead right now, put some fire emoji while it's coming on. We're gonna have one and no other person but our one and only Gifted. All right, as he come on right now to give us some information. All right, Coach Gifted, we are so happy, we are ready, and we're looking forward to receiving you right now. All right, thank you so much. Go ahead, guys, keep putting some fire emoji as you come online.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Am
hear
I
you.
audible?
You are
All right.
audible. Yes,
Just a moment.
sure, no problem. Take your time.
Network wants to network wants to leave, you know. All right. So welcome everyone. Ayo, thank you so much for that introduction. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Um, so this summit, I mean, I was part of the day one. For some reasons, I could not avail myself of the two and the three. But so far, so good. I trust you guys have had value. I trust you guys have gotten value so far. If you've gotten value so far, just type in the word value on the chat. It's been 4 days of impact, I believe. It's been 4 days of impact, I believe. Um, I'm so glad and I'm so grateful to be doing this. I want to appreciate Mr. Kemri for the opportunity to speak to you guys on trading psychology. Sorry, scratch that. The right trading psychology, right? There are different psychologies, right? So we should specific the right trading psychology. So my nickname is naturally Gutebe. My name is Emmanuel, and I've been trading the financial markets for over 6 years now. And I'll tell you that one of the things that has helped me, right, all through the years is having the right psychology towards trading. See, failure is not a bad thing. Do you understand? Failure is not a bad thing. How you interpret it is what matters. As a matter of fact, I think I was reading somewhere that there's always a balance to things. If there's no bad, good will not make sense. Right? If there is no bad, good will not make sense. There's always an opposite side to something. And whenever you get an opposite side to something, it's to balance the way life appears. It's just to balance the process of life. Right? So if you're in this space now, you've heard so many things. You've learned different strategies. You've learned from different educators, amazing, phenomenal educators, and you're expectant. Your hope is raised up already. You're looking forward to crushing the market. I mean, the market will open in about 3 hours or 3 hours from now. You're excited towards getting into the market on Monday. But hold on, I'm here to give you some truths. Somebody type truths on the chat. Are you ready for the truths? In fact, you know what? I think I should know if you guys are ready to hear these truths. If you're ready to hear the truths, type in truths on the chat. Right? Just type in truths on the chat. I should get a quorum response on the chat before I proceed with this truth. Right? If you're ready for the truth, just type in truth on the chat. So you've seen so many, you've learned trend approach, you've learned LPS, you've learned this strategy, that strategy, and now you're thinking about you want to just kill the market. I'll be giving, okay, I think I've had enough. Oh, somebody even says truth. Nice. Okay, so you guys are ready for the truth. Then let me just go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. Right? So I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 truths every consistent trader accepts. But first and foremost, let's talk about psychology. Right? Let's understand the word psychology. So what exactly is psychology? Psychology is a study of how people think, how they feel, and how they behave. You see, I'm from the school of thought that believes that how you think is how you feel. How you feel is how you act. Then how you act determines the result you get. Did you get that? What you think determines how you feel. Then how you feel determines what you do. If you feel good, you do good. If you feel bad, you do bad. And then what you do affects the result you get. So it means that if you want to get the right results in trading, you want to get the right results, you want to experience trading from the right position, it all boils down to how you do it. It all boils down to what you think in respect to the information we get from the market. Right? The last speaker did an amazing job talking about how you have to think long term and not short term. I think even made emphasis on how you shouldn't be looking forward to what you get on a singular thing, on a particular thing. You should think long term. But I'm going to tell you this: failure or losses, I won't call it lesson. All right? I remember back in the days with Mr. Kevin, we would play a trick on ourselves, and we tell ourselves that we don't experience losses in the market, we experience lessons. Right? But over time, I've come to realize that let's call it what it is. It's loss. Either you win or you lose. But guess what? Losing is an information. It's not your reality. It's just an information. It's a feedback you get for acting in a particular way. And the truth is, in our day-to-day life affairs, we all experience losses. At every given point in time, we experience loss. Think about it. You want to go back, go a little back into your tertiary education. You experience loss. Some of you had E. Some of you even had F in a particular course. In fact, some of you had C. Right? Some people even had carryover. So if at that point in time you didn't think it to be that, oh, life is going to end, then you should also have that same approach. You should also have that same perspective towards trading right now. So when you experience loss in the market, you should accept that, okay, it's just an information. The market has just given you an information to tell you that, oh, your trading edge did not work at this time. Right? But let's just proceed into this. So there are 5 truths. There are 5 truths every consistent trader should accept. 5 truths, and that's what we want to talk about now. I think I have less than 6 minutes to do this. You think in probabilities, you execute with discipline, and you let your edge do the work. Now, I'll start by saying this. Imagine I flip a coin. If I ask everyone here whether it's going to land on heads or tails, I mean, you guys know I don't have a coin here. I would have shown you, but you guys definitely know what a coin is. So, is it that a coin has 2 sides? Right? Let's call the first side side A, the second side B. So, if I ask everyone here whether if I flip a coin and I ask you, is it going to land on side A or on side B? Every single one of you will have an opinion. But guess what? No matter how each and every one of you sound, nobody actually knows which side it's going to follow. And that's the way the market works. So many beginners, and for those of you, if you're a beginner on this call, if this is your first time getting to know about Forex, just type in the word FRX on the chat. If this summit is the first time you're listening to Forex or you're getting to know about Forex, type in FRX on the chat. If this is the first time, I want to speak to, for most intermediate traders, you people should have an idea of what I'm going to talk about. Then I want to be specific. I want to have an idea of who my audience is. Do we have newbies on this call? Maybe you're just getting into trading. Okay, so it seems like most of you are intermediate traders. All well and good. So back to what I was saying. The market works that same way. Most people think that successful traders, they predict the market. Oh, you get this trader that has made so amount of thousands of dollars, and you think that, oh, he actually predicts the market, he predicted the market. So some of you even think that, oh, it's because of the strategy they are using. That's why they are making the amount of money they are making. No, that's not the case. The common thing among successful traders is that they are able to manage probability better than everyone else. And just like the previous speaker said, the difference between a successful trader and an unsuccessful trader is in their risk management. But beyond their risk management, their underlying beliefs. And these beliefs are what makes up the psychology. If you don't believe that taking calculated risk is the only way you can be sustainable in trading, you won't even engage risk management. If you don't believe that, oh, stop loss, if you don't believe that, oh, when the market hits stop loss, it's only giving you an information that, oh, this is how far, this is how much you can lose. If you don't believe it in that light, you won't use stop loss. How many of you believe that there are traders who do not use stop loss in trading today? Let me know on the chat box. Just type in a yes if you sort of like have an idea. How many of you believe that there are traders that do not use stop loss? In fact, there are some traders that will tell you that, you know what, when you use stop loss, it's just an illusion. They tell you that, oh, when you put your stop loss, the brokers have seen your position, and then they will clear you out of it first before they these are beliefs, underlying beliefs of certain individuals. Right? But that's not what makes successful traders. The only difference is that successful traders are able to manage probability better than everyone. Right? Let's move on. Now, truth number 1, anything can happen. Remember I said before, whatever you think affects how you feel. So it means that if I have an idea, if I think about something in a particular way, right? It could affect how I feel about that thing. So now I'm saying truth number one is that anything can happen. It's the markets. Oh, talk about the strategy you want to use to trade. Your strategy is not what controls the market. The market is bigger than you. Do you guys have an idea of how many traders trade the same currency pair you are trading at the same time you are taking that trade? You have no idea. There are about hundreds of thousands to millions of traders that will be entering Euro USD the exact point you're entering Euro USD. You might be taking it for a buy, thousands could be taking it for a sell. So then you should have this perspective. You should have the belief of, oh, anything can happen. The market does not owe you an explanation. I want to believe that after this summit, you won't say, oh, I took the trade. I don't know why the trade needs stop loss. I want to believe that that's not a statement we'll find in your mouth. Why? The market does not owe you any explanation. You could have the cleanest setup, the perfect entry. I mean, this is expect of, right? Who can remind me of what expect means again? Mrs. Mo talked about it the last time. Who can tell me what expect means again? Should I remind you? Just type it on the chat while I proceed. So you can get the perfect entry. I've given you an hint. You could get the perfect risk management, and price will still hit your stop loss. And price will still hit your stop loss. Right? And it's not because you were wrong. It's just simply because anything can happen. To digress, I was telling the partner yesterday how in life appears you can do everything right and still get the wrong result. True of us. How many of you believe that you can be good inside and outside? In life affairs now, you can be good, you can do good. You can do good to everybody and you still get bad results in life. It happens. Does it mean that you being good is the problem? No, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So if it's happening like that in life affairs, how much more, thank you, Coach Pickworth, how much more in trading? And a relatable example would be if you drive carefully every day, you greatly reduce your chances of an accident, right? For those of you that drive. But you cannot eliminate the possibility of an accident. So driving carefully gives you an edge. It doesn't give you certainty. Trading with your strategy gives you an edge. Following your trading plan gives you an edge. Engaging proper risk management gives you an edge. Using your stop loss and take profit gives you an edge. But it doesn't guarantee that you get a win from the market. So the lesson from this is stop expecting every good setup to win. Let's move to the second truth. You don't need to know what happens next to make money. You don't need to know what happens next to make money. Some of us are so caught up with the illusion of, oh, if I execute this trade at this point, guaranteed it's going to hit TP. And then I wonder, you don't even have the equity the banks that are the major participants of the market have. Right? This is where most beginners struggle. They think I have to know where price is going. So some of you will look at it and you just keep looking at your strategy and you're like, oh, this strategy, so this trade is supposed to move from here. You keep saying it. It's supposed to move from here. It's supposed to move from here. Then you don't execute. Why? Because you really want to see another extra confirmation inside your confirmation. You only need to know that over many things, your strategy wins more than it loses. So let me tell you what it is. If your strategy says A plus B plus C, enter for a buy. Your business is that whenever you see A plus B plus C, you enter for a buy. Regardless of what happened in the last trade. When you see A plus B plus C, you execute. If I offered you a game where every time you played, there's a 60 chance of winning and a 40 chance of losing, will you need to know the outcome of the next game? There's a game that clearly states that, oh, you win 60% and you lose 40%. If you have that at the back of your mind, remember we're talking about belief. If you already have that information, I'll win 60 times and I'll lose 40 times. Whenever you want to engage in the game, do you need to know the outcome of the game before you engage? No. Why? Simply because the odds are already in your favor. Right? But let's go to the third one because of time. Win and losses comes in random order. So now I'm going to create a scenario now. Let's say, for instance, I'm using the LBS strategy, and I was able to backtest the LBS strategy for a period of 12 weeks. No, for 10 weeks. And then from the result I got in respect to the LBS strategy, out of those 10 weeks, I won 7 weeks and I lost 3 weeks. Now hold on to this. Bringing it into another scenario. Imagine if I have to toss a coin. Remember the coin I was talking about? Imagine if I have to toss it and then I win 7 out of 10 times. Do you know that I only have an information on the data that I win 7 out of 10 times? The problem there is I don't know where the 3 losses will come. So some of you think that, oh, they've told you about the strategy, probably the LBS strategy or the trend strategy, whatever strategy it is. And they've told you that, oh, this is the amount of money we've earned from the market. Then you come excited. You take the first trade with the strategy, you get a loss. You take the second trade with the strategy, you get a loss. You take the third one, you get a loss. And you know what you do? You just quit. Well, for some of you that are resilient, you even decide that, okay, you know what? I'm not going to quit. Let me use another strategy. You know what you've done to yourself? You've broken the chain of consistency. Because guess what? Those 3 trades you used might be the only 3 trades you ought to lose in a series of 10 trades. So you experience the losses. Why? But because of inconsistency, you are not available to experience the wins. That's what it means. The wins and losses comes in random order. That the strategy gives you 70% win doesn't mean that the first 3 trades you take will not be the 30% loss. It just simply means that you have no idea where the wins will come up. You have no idea where the losses will come up. So your next 5 trades could be, according to the trading example here, your next 5 trades could be loss, loss, win, loss, win. Now, if you look at this, this is spread across a period of 5 weeks. You've only won twice out of 5 weeks. Does it mean you should give up? Absolutely no. Because the next 5 weeks would be a series of wins. Random order. Always remember that. Then the fourth truth. An edge is only a higher probability. The last speaker did an amazing job explaining what a trading edge, what it does to you. Your edge is not your magic. Your strategy is not your magic. It's simply that process that tilts the odds slightly in your favor. So if you're trading with the LBS strategy, I'm just using the LBS. I'm just saying, if you're using the LBS strategy, for instance, and according to the information you've acquired in the past market, LBS gives you 8 wins out of 10. That's only a strategy, that's only an edge to make you realize that, oh, out of 10 trades, you have the possibility of winning 8. It only tilts the odds slightly in your favor. Don't say because you took the first trade and it's a win, you took the second one, it's a win, then the third one you want to put all 100% of your capital. People have done it in the past, and most of the time, when they go all the way in, that is when they lose. So you want to understand that every single trade execution is unique on its own. And that moves me to the fifth truth. Every moment is unique. The market has never repeated itself exactly. The candles may look familiar. In fact, guess what? The trend, the pattern may look familiar. It doesn't mean that the trade is going to go, oh my goodness. Are you guys ready for this? It doesn't mean that the trade is going to go the exact way it went before. How many of you have and this happens most of the time when you're trading, when you're doing the top-down analysis. You see that we often have this concept of, oh, price got to this point about 2 months ago and it bought. And then you see price coming to that place and you're like, oh, because it's coming to this place again, it's going to buy. No, it's not always like that. How many of you have experienced it? You take that trade for a buy because there's happened in the past, and then you're thinking, oh, because it happened in the past, it's going to happen in the moment. No, the candles may look familiar, the setup may look identical, but the participants, These are factors you cannot, you don't have information about. The liquidity, the news, the emotions. As at last year, nobody knew that US would be at longer edge with Iran. Nobody knew. Nobody knew the cost of an oil barrel right now would be what it is as at last year. Anything can happen. So everything becomes different. And this is to make you realize that at every point in time when you execute a thing, it has nothing to do with what happened in the past. It has everything to do with your edge. You think about meeting the same friend every morning. They are the same person, but they won't feel exactly the same way every day. Some days they are excited, some days they are tired, some days they are distracted. I mean, for those of you who are married, I'm not even married. Those of you who are married, that's not, and I'm not coming after the women. But how many of you who are married there believe that the way you see your wife today might be different from the way you see her tomorrow? I mean, our reaction, you look at your wife today and she's all laughing, all smiling, and the next day she's, ladies, I'm not coming after you, I'm just saying what Mr. Kevin says all day. So if that's the case with your wives, I'm not married, but I know these things. If that's the case with your wives, how somebody say we blame hormones or whatever you want to say. If that's the case, if that's what it is with your wife, how much more the market? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the big mindset shift, and I close with this. Most beginners ask, will this trade win? You know what professional ask? Does this trade meet my rules? That's a complete different question. The beginners focus on prediction. Professionals focus on process. When you see, and let me wrap up with this. When you decide to stay focused on the process, you know what happens to you? It reinforces your identity of a successful trader. I'll take that again. When you decide you want to start acting like a successful trader by following the process of a successful trader, it reinforces your identity of a successful trader. Now, when you become a successful trader, you attract to yourself the results, the funds, the positions that a successful trader ought to find themselves with. How many of you got value from this so far? Well, I'm not going to take so much of your time. I'm just going to step aside to introduce the next speaker, which is Mr. Kembe. And let me say a few things about Mr. Kembe that most of you might not have an idea of. Well, I've known Mr. Kembe for, I told you I've been training for over 6 years, right? I've known Mr. Kembe from day one. And Mr. Kembe used to be that person that, he's still that person actually. But as at then, Mr. Kembe used to be that person that when I got into the Forex space, right, I was looking for somebody that had the results that I can duplicate. You know, the last speaker said, if you have a mentor, all you need to do is listen to the mentor to get their result. Mr. Kembe was that person for me. So when I came into this space, I was not concerned with the old drama. I was not concerned with the back and forth. I was just looking for somebody that could say, oh, you know what, do this, and then I'll do it. I was just looking for somebody I can duplicate. And so far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. From the very first level of income I attained, it was strictly by following step by step what the instructions Mr. Kembe gave to me at the time. So I'll tell you this. Whatever it is you do in this space, do one thing. Don't listen to yourself. Type it on the chat. I will not listen to myself. Whatever it is you do in this space, don't listen to yourself. Because guess what? If you could achieve the success you want, you ought to be there by now. To get to where you've never been before, you need to listen to someone who has been there before. Mr. Kembe has been there. Not only has he been there, he's helped so many of us. He's helped myself. He's helped countless number of individuals get to that point. And you guys do not have an idea. You are so blessed to be under his mentorship. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please drop in some 777s on the chat as I step out of the way for Mr. Kemby to take it over from here. Drop in some 777s. We want to place the chat with fire emojis. That energy I'm getting, the energy I'm getting on that chat is not what you are giving to him. This one is enough for you. Just drop in 777s with fire emojis. I want to see those fire emojis blazing through the chat. Keep that. This is not what we're looking for here. This is not what we're looking for here. If you're going to put a price tag to what the value you've gotten over the last 3 days, $1,000 cannot even beat it. There's the chat with fire. Okay, I think we're getting there. Sir, thank you so much once again for the opportunity. You can take it away.
Wow. Somebody say I am in for something great. Day 4. I am in for something great. Thank you, Emmanuel. And I want to thank each and every one of you that have made it to today. Not many people are privileged to feel the energy of intentionality. Many people can want, but not everybody is ready. A lot of people can get started. A lot of people can register their intention, but not many people actually get started and follow up. You're here today because you're intentional. A lot of people make excuses for why, okay, I got caught up, no data, or I'm not really getting it. People make up excuses for several reasons, but you're here. You want to say, I congratulate myself. All right. Proof I congratulate myself on the chat. That's to tell you, you've made it. You've made a difference. You know, many are called, few are chosen. And the choices are actually intentional. You choose yourself. You know, we had over 100 people participate in the first day. And second day it came down to about, I think, 70. All right. Today, okay, you did. You can see that half of the chunk of the people were not able to follow through. All right. And there are a couple of things. Today is really, you know, something. I got emotional just seeing everybody talk. All right. And somehow I felt, well, coming into today, I felt like I wasn't going to say something. But anything I'm going to say right about now is gone beyond what you guys are in here for. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's coming. Ayo, thank you for introducing, and the whole class of energy, the whole class of upgrade you guys put in. It's so amazing. I want to say thank you. Thank you. You know, Uzoma, you were on fire. Almost like I wanted to pour water on you from the screen. Like, let me just pour ice water on you because you were on fire and you were like, you didn't want to. Your energy was so powerful. And I know a lot of you guys felt it. I don't even have to know what you guys felt. I already felt it, that there was energy, you know, and the truth is emotions is energy in motion. And if you can catch the right energy, you buy into it, you run with it, it's going to change everything. All right. And Emmanuel just came in and did a very fantastic training that actually electrifies the way you think about, you know, somehow you see that you're running and you just realize. I need everybody to put reflect on the chat. One of the biggest skill set or skill, how would I put it? Tools the human nature uses for empowering itself is reflection. Many people don't reflect on what they do. They just do things. If you do not have a better reflection today, tomorrow is the same. Tomorrow is a replica of your yesterday. If you don't know, if you do not reflect on it. Okay, what makes you a better person is how reflective you are over what you've done. Okay, and there are certain information, there are certain energies you get. What you just do for you, just sit down and just reflect on your life, reflect on your decisions, reflect on the choices you have made, and you just realize that you are totally in charge of your ups and downs. You're total. You know what reflection does? It tells you the truth. You finally just realize that I am actually the architect of my own experiences. If you don't reflect right, you can't live right. You know, and that's what in my own journey, what has really happened to me. That's why I give you guys the 3 pillars of life: success, okay, environment, relationships, and events. Because event causes you to make decisions, and every good decision is coming from a very powerful emotion of reflection. Am I making sense? Put sense on the chat. And that is what it does to you. You just reflect that, man, this time I've been wasting in trading, I got to do different. You finally realize it's not about the skill you've been pursuing, because guess what? You have been a good pursuer. You've been on the pursuit of success, but you're not getting it. But certain information will get you to reflect. And that is really what we wanted to achieve with this summit, to put you in a state of reflection. How many of you are reflective right now? All right. Put R on the chat. You feel reflective. You are in a moment where you just feel like you need to change certain things. You need to dump certain attributes. You need to dump certain attitudes in trading. You need to adopt certain character, build some certain characteristic about your resolve. You need to go long term, right? Because you've been here long enough to be mature, but you're still like a baby, all right? Moving forward, not backward. Now you just reflective. That's actually success. Okay. And man, so let me start here. I need you guys to borrow me time because I have to give this because it's floating. You know, when you're trading and you're on floating, you're on floating, you're floating on negative or floating on positive. It's either you close the trade. Okay, and when you close the trade is done, you can't actually know how the floating works. If I don't want to close this summit, all right, without actually showing you guys this floating information. Are you guys ready for that? Okay, so this is going to help me buy in a little bit of time because today is different. Okay, to help the reflection. Are you guys ready? Put ready on the chat. So Emmanuel dropped some things and I got emotional. I just want to share that in a minute. So before Emmanuel, the idea of Emmanuel's training, leave your mindset. Before the idea of Emmanuel's training, leave your mindset. Here, I need you guys to hear certain information about the person who just shared this information with you. Okay, he met me 6 years ago. And you guys have heard my story that I've always given you guys how I started. All right. He's one of the first success stories that I've created in this environment amongst many other success stories. But let me tell you one of the things you guys should reflect on. I need you guys to write this forward because I wrote them down. And I need everyone who's leaving this summit to write these forwards down. They are very powerful. Fear, number 1, write it down. Okay, number 2, trader. Number 3, why. Number 4, edge. These are things, as they were talking, I wrote these 4 things down. And I'm going to, these are the things I'm reflecting on. Okay, that's going to give you this information. Because why? That's what I do. I'm very tracking. Okay, every PIK mentioned edge. Emmanuel mentioned edge. But many of you didn't listen, but that's powerful. So I'm going to talk about edge. All right. I'm going to talk about why. It's so powerful. One, and it's related to fear. Fear is a weapon, just like failure is a tool. Failure is finding out one more way not to, you have done something, not to do something. All right. The outcome of what's already done is failure. You're going to find the outcome, and you study the outcome, you're going to actually understand the income. So just so I don't jump off the gun, coming back to Emmanuel, you know, this is the emotional side that I want every one of you, because not until you connect to this, you can't really relate. All right. Your future is a reflection of the past that you understood. You want to write that down. Very powerful. If you do not understand your past, you're a gambler. You're a gambler. You're a gamble. In fact, you're not a gambler. You're actually a gamble. Someone is playing you. And that is actually is a worse state. I'd rather be a gambler than to be the gamble. I'd rather be the player than to be played. True or true? So many people are the gamble. So life is playing you. You're a bullet in the gun of life. All right. I'd rather hold the gun than to be the bullet. So I'm just saying this. I can remember, I reflected back to when Emmanuel actually came in. He had a strong why. All right. Something was pursuing this young man. He had the fear of what he was experiencing and the desire. You know, fear powers your desire. True or true? Not until you have some certain experiences in life, you will never have some strong desires that will shift you. Certain things have to happen to you for you to be powered into the environment of desire. Many people you underestimate the power and the efficacy of your fear. All right. You treat fear negative. Now, from the spiritual perspective, fear is negative, but in the business and life perspective, fear is a weapon. You are a solution to every fear. Your life is a solution. Everything you do in life is a solution to the fear of yesterday. True or true? What you were afraid of are the things you cheated yourself into today. Who you are today. My trading strategies that you enjoy today, okay, are the experiences of the shift of the fear of the market, the fear of losses, the things that have happened to me that grieved me. And I realized that a lot of people are going to experience, pushed me to the strategies that I built. Over time, my year's success has been solution created to evade the fear that I've gone through in trading. Am I making sense now? So your fear is a weapon. What's your fear today? Write that down. Because you can only give solution to what you itemize. Don't alienize your fear. It is like failure, a feedback. What are you afraid of? Many of you, it's this last money in you. It's the ability not to pay the rent. It's the, you don't fit in where people are talking. Okay, it's the low self-esteem. You don't qualify. Money is like money have taken everything away from you. Your fear is your feedback. Your fear powers your why. Why are you trading? Because if you're coming in and all you can tell me today, all of what we did in these 4 days, and your answer is, I want to learn how to trade, you are a gamble. You're not even a gambler yet. I give credit to those that are gambling. They are still in charge. They're in control. But you're a gamble. If all your goal is money, you are still a gamble. But if your goal, if your desire is shielded with a run from fear, you have something that you can hold on to. Because if there is no fear, there will be going back. Many of you go back. Some of you starting today. I may not see some of you in the next couple of days. So Emmanuel came in. And guess what? The first attribute of Emmanuel is that he has a level of intentionality. Many of you don't know him, but the first money that got him started with me, he borrowed it from a friend. That's to tell you, I am intentional and I'm willing to go all the way. Something would have, no, your normal self cannot do abnormal thing. Am I making sense? He borrowed the money to get started. And I'm not talking small money. Because why? He had a strong desire. He had a why. All right. And he plugged himself because he did not have options. He plugged himself to what he was intentional. What do I need to do? He plugged himself in a position to just follow instruction because he didn't have the option. He wasn't a gamble. And I'll skip the whole process. At least time permits us to do that. Time would have told. Emmanuel, you're listening to today. He came in fresh from school, sharp, seeking desire, borrowed money to get started. Today he has trained. How many people have you trained, Emmanuel? From your family. I'm talking your family. Please, can you just write it down? Are you there? I'm proud. Okay. He has about 3 graduates now, right? He trained his younger ones through school. He has financed the health and the stability of a whole family from this same thing you guys are seeing today. He is independent. He has built success, not just himself. Today, he has a program that is helping corpers. He's developed himself. He has launched. You know, he leveraged, he learned, he's in the process of launch. He's helped so many mentors. I'm not talking students, mentors in trading today. All right. And he has a success for himself and the world. He has a proof of concept. He has an edge. And one of the edges is championing beyond the khaki today. I see what he does and I'm proud. I was able to give him a shoulder, all right, to drive the vision. Because my goal, what did I say? I told all of you. My goal is to educate, to liberate. All right. I am not here to own anybody. I'm just here to guide. You have a potential, you have a purpose. What this environment does to you, it gives you the right platform to launch. You are someone the world is depending on tomorrow, but you have to become that person. What we're just going to do, we're going to give you the proof of concept. You are going to apply yourself. If someone who has applied himself, and I'm proud of the man he has become, he's not yet married. That's one of the things we're waiting for. Anyway, all right. And that is not to say the women here right now, just go, don't type anything. If you receive, hey, Emmanuel, if you receive any message, that's not a valid one. Okay. So, but that is me seeing a life grown. And the question I want to ask everyone who's on this call right now, what's going to be your own story? Because today we are telling the story. I'm telling you the story of someone who had no sanctity, who could be in the position of losing money. He has lost a lot of money, but what will be your own story 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now? All right. It's been a success from year one. He has grown in layers of success. So it did not take him 3 years to become a success. All right. From year one, he has experienced, I believe it. How many months did it take you to get $1,000, Emmanuel? From borrowing money, how many months did it take you? All right. See, the environment, see, trust me, it's not really about just trading. You're here today, you think it's about trading. But it's not just about trading. It's about everything you're willing to envelope. 4 months. All right. 4 months. So I wrote this word fear. I wrote the word trader. Okay. So your fear is what you're experiencing that is making you make the decision. Some of you came as a result of, okay, you're afraid of your finances. What is making you afraid of your finances? You should hold it there because that is that's going to be your strongest motivation. Okay. If you leave it, you will not attend the sessions you're supposed to attend. If you leave it, you will not buy the SP you're supposed to buy. If you leave it, you will not take the trade after losses. If you leave that fear, you go back to it. That's the truth. 2 things that happens in trading is either you buy and sell. 2 things that happen in life is that you win or you lose. Winning, the outcome of a win is the character you do when you're losing. Who are you when you're losing? That's what's going to determine your win. It's not the trade, it's not the chart, it's not even the consistency. It's who you are when you're losing, who you are, who you become, what you do. We all did it. Everybody's story has enveloped the character of someone who was resistant, who was insisting. Even in losses, we kept trying. See, if you did not get anything in this summit, come back to today and just see what these 2 individuals shared with you. Many of you are very good at learning, but you're not good at reflecting. Learning, you do not apply. You just want to do what you're experiencing. No, use that to measure yourself. For those of you that have been trading, imagine if you have truly applied these principles. What would you be today? You would have become a different person, even in the midst of less and loss. That is really what matters. Okay, so I wrote trader, and I'm going to ask a question. Who will become successful in trading? The one who trades or the one who becomes a trader? Ask a question. Who will become a success in trading? The one who trades or the one who becomes a trader? So trading is a profession. It's the act of knowing how to participate in this market with an edge. You don't just trade because you are a trader. You are a trader because you have an edge of success. Am I making sense? Did you guys get that? Put 100 on the chart. A trader is one who has a success edge. It means your approach to the market produces an outcome that has been documented and has proof. That is who a trader is. And the one who becomes a trader will be financially successful. But guess what? Only few becomes traders. And you are not a trader because you trade or you know how to trade. So clearly, let me give you guys a principle. Are you guys ready for this? This one may flip you guys a little bit. Who's a sinner? Not to lecture. Many of you are not going to get the right answer. A sinner is the one who has the nature of sin. Okay? That is a sinner. This one's going to flip, like I said, it's going to flip you a little bit. But I just want to upgrade it. Okay? You're not a sinner because you're sinning. Okay? You're sinning because you have the nature of sin. Am I making sense? You can be a good person and you can sin. That doesn't make you a sinner. So I just want to flip this a little bit because only a few people can understand the depth of what I want to say. How you think matters. Just because you're trading every day does not make you a trader. But if you get good at trading, you become a trader. But question is, what edge are you trading to become good at trading? To become someone who has the nature and the character of a good trader? What edge are you building? Your trading success is dependent on your edge. A lot of people don't trade for the edge. They trade for the outcome. Okay, your outcome does not determine. See, the outcome of your trade is not what determines your success. Okay, it's the result of your edge. What's your edge? Write that down. That's why I wrote the word edge. I trade for the edge. Every strategy has an edge, and every risk plan built on someone can have an edge that out of every 10 trades, if he wins 3, he's going to be in 40% profit. If he could win 3, it's not in the matter of how many wins. The edge is built around the reward. See, trading is about an edge. If you get the edge correctly, you will get the success out of the edge. It is not in your everyday chase of a trade. I want to accumulate trade that makes you a success. It is in your trading that accumulates to fit an edge. So if I come tomorrow as a portfolio manager, all right, and I want to invest in you, I do not invest in the result you have. I invest in what created the result. Am I making sense? What created the result is your success, not the result, because even the outcome can be different tomorrow. But if the edge is static, it can never be different. Do you agree? Put tracking on the chat. That is why when I come every day to trade the market, I don't look for what I would win. I look for a trade. The manager said it. He said, I will look, is this trade worthy of my setup? If I find it, that's my trade. That's my trade. Every trade should fit my edge. Because if I'm not trading my edge, I am gambling. And a lot of people over the years have been gambling. So reflection, do you still want to gamble as a trader? So trading, that's why when I did the blueprint for 2026, all I wanted to do was to get into that environment. I said 2 years. It's to get into an environment where you make a choice to become a trader that produces the success of multiple 6-figure portfolio. You have to become the person. It's a relationship of not just the account and the market. It's a relationship of you, your character, and the account and the market. You have to become the person who trades successfully, but you need an edge. It's not just a strategy. The mindset, the person, because you will experience loss. Everything was said on this call. I'm so happy this call ended today, and it had this layer of foundation ended it. So you have a lot to reflect on. Just because you have a winning strategy does not mean you have a guarantee. True or true? And there is something so powerful I'm going to say right now. It's going to flip everyone. The outcome do not determine my edge. Hey, Kenry, what did you just say? I've lost account when I was winning. I was winning, but I lost account. How many of you have experienced that? You were in your winning streak, but something happened, you lost account. The data don't lie, but an account can go in the process. Kenry, Emmanuel just said something. You can lose 3 trades in a row. Oh boy, 3 trades in a row can lose an account. If you're using 2%, 3 trades in a row can lose an account, 6% maximum drawdown. What's the difference? You are in a winning streak. Your 3 trades in a row, because you lost 3 trades in a row, you lost an account. Your outcome do not determine the success of your edge. Never forget that. So the emotions to deal with that loss, you have to stomach it, because why? It is not part of your, it's not the outcome that determines your success, but your emotions will judge that outcome. Many traders, they drop energy. Emmanuel said, so it was Emmanuel, oh yeah. He said, he gave us, and I just love it. Your thinking will produce how you feel. Okay. Please, you guys come back to this video. How you feel matters. You loss of an account can trigger a feeling that will trigger the next action. And the next action is going to trigger the outcome. Amen. Am I talking to someone? Oh, that was rich. Put rich. So the edge is still there, but the person responding to the edge has changed character because of a feeling. If you're not groomed to feel right, even in the response of a loss, you are a gambler. It means you do not, you are, in fact, you are a gamble, not a gambler. Am I talking to someone? Okay. So in the midst of the practice, the edge, I've documented, I won. I front tested, things are going right. But the market changed because of Iran and Iraq. US 30 just decided to boom. I lost account because of this war. But my edge, I look at data today, I am complete. My edge is still correct, but I've lost account. Did I stop trading? No, because the mental side, the psychology was right. Trading was not about the emotion. I keep my emotion in check because even the scripture say, guard your heart with all diligence. Attacks will come, and they will come from internal. How you behave in the midst of a loss will determine how you win. A lot of people don't have good mental behavior when they are exposed to losses. So I trade an edge. So guess what? When the outcome flips to something I won't feel good about, it will not even meet my feeling. Why? Because I took my feeling away from the market long ago. And that's why when you guys hear me say these things, I know I was prepared for it. I don't trade by emotions. I have a risk. So part of my edge is money management. Part of my edge. So when I've trained you that have account to fund, because why we are trading a practice, funded account is not fully the best outcome for a trader. Funded account is leverage for people who don't have money. Do you guys know that? A trader should have a 100% resonating outcome. It means if you take if you have a 100% account, nothing should cut your winning off your loss. But funded account already gives you a cutoff. But there was no cutoff when you were doing the documentation. Was there a cutoff? Yes or yes? Yes or no? But funded account is for traders to step on to use other people. So there is a qualification for that. When you were doing your documentation, that was not part of it. So the experience is going to be different. You have to train yourself for that. A lot of people judge themselves too early because they lost a funded account. 1, 2, 3. So what? Do you know how many we've lost? And that is why we're winning today. Am I making sense? Should I still continue? It's just to give you a background. The mental side is tough. You have to be tough. You have to be resilient. You have to be resolved. Not until you are convicted, you can never be resolved. And if you are not resolved, you are a gambler. Okay? And I don't want a trader who's gambling, but someone who's convinced that you want to win. Okay? So I've talked about the edge. I've talked about your why and your fear. And I've talked about the trader. Your outcome do not determine your success. So you can lose today. Losing is a feedback. So I've gotten feedback that, oh, I need to do right about, I need to find a way to trade in the environment of a prop firm that can align with my results. So if I lose 3 accounts, I still have money to fund because why? I need to get to 10 to win 7. So if I lose 3, I need to fund the account to get to 10. And guess what? If I win 7, I'll get the account back. But many people do not prepare for the 10. So when I'm trading a strategy on edge, I'm going 20. I'm going 100 to see 70. Then I'll break it down. When I'm going capital, at least I want to experience 20 trades. If I'm following any educator, I'll take 20 trades from you to find your edge. If I do not see consistency in 20, I will duplicate it. I'll watch out for another 20. If I do it 3 times and I do not see consistency in 20, I've already found your edge for leverage. It means you are not your edge is not consistent. It means what you say you do, you're not consistent with the trades you call. That's me. I'm giving you guys another expo right now. If you trade with me over the years, one of the things you're going to find out is consistency. Even if you come in live, I'm consistent with my decisions. Because why? My edge is my trade. Am I making sense? That's one gift we have given you today. Your trading edge matters more than your trading ability, your trading need, your trading desire. Your edge is your success. Build an edge. Take 6 months. Guess what? Don't even listen to me. Give yourself time. Take the next 2 years to build a trading edge. And that's what we do in Expert Hub. I give you an edge. See, I can help you build a trading edge that has a success attached to it. We have it, you can adopt it. But even if you do not, you find the ones we have not good for your style, you can build from any of the trading knowledge. The approach to trading. You want to be a day trader. One of the things you may not really learn from my environment is scalping, because I am not really the one who's so prone to scalping, but I day trade, all right? I intraday and I swing, okay? And I have smart money investment concept, trust me. Like, I'm not talking the NSMC, So if you want to build character with trading, we have knowledge that would help you to build an edge. Okay, and see, every trader that I've trained you in this, I allowed them, they built their own edge. And I'm still breeding more knowledge to help others build your own. Because why? Imagine in the next 1-2 years, we have a trading community that has different experts with different edge, and people from the outside will begin to invest in every one of you. They will copy all your trades. They will come here and they will know that people from this breed, they are traders with edge, not traders who just make money and call result. They have an edge, and their edge is proficient and consistent. That is the breed of traders we want to create. That is the whole idea about our vision. We are a community. So you come in, you learn, and you launch. And when you launch, other people can copy your trade and you can earn money while you are also, oh goodness, I wish you guys can say, build an edge. Your future depends on it. That is about my time for today. All right. One of the things we just want to tell you, Expert Hub is not just a trading platform for you to come and approach from the old mindset of they are selling you something. No, you're joining a movement where you are equipped with the resources for that movement, the fuel to drive the car you bring in. But that car, nobody's going to give it to you. Bring it. We will fuel it. Okay. You have to have a trading attitude. Okay. You have to have a reflection of the things you have done and do different. Because if you can reflect on yesterday's saw, okay, you are going to be able to get tomorrow's healing. What gave you that injury? Reflect on it. Because you get injured again. You will lose again. You will blow an account again. Okay. I said something a couple of years ago. I said by 2027, by the grace of God, I'm going to hit $1 million in portfolio in loss. Okay. How many of you remember? I know some of you will be shocked right now. By the grace of God, I said 2027. I'm looking at my portfolio right now. Okay. One of the things that made me say it, and I'm going to be, I've had success, but not the way I said it. I've been that goal. Okay. And I'm not going to explain it today, but I've actually hit that goal in cumulative, and I've not actually hit 2027, but I've hit that goal. And Kenry, what was possible? Because it's data. What was possible is because of the leverage of funded, the amount of funded account I've lost has passed 1 million. So I've hit that goal, but it was not the way I pictured it. But if by numbers, I've hit that goal. But I believe one of the things I was believing God for, that by 2027, I'm going to hit $1 million in loss per trade, per a trading day. That was the idea behind that. You know, they say be specific. Maybe I wasn't specific enough. All right, and I'm looking right now, I need to recalibrate. It may not happen in 2027 because if I look at my portfolio, all right now, it needs to get to a certain place before I can actually stomach a loss of $1 million per trading day. But it's going to happen between now and 2030. And like I said, and I'm saying it again, I'm going to celebrate it with you guys. How many of you are happy about that testimony? You can say amen for me. How many of you are not willing to say amen for me? You guys are confused right now. Am I correct? How many of you are confused? How many of you don't understand what this prayer means? Be very honest. Say, I don't get it. Kenry, are you okay? All right. See, the level of your mindset will determine where you go. A lot of people, you're so limited mentally. So you can't even have a proper interpretation. By far, quickly, you can't have a proper interpretation of mindset. So what you just saw was loss. How can someone think of losing $1 million? That's not normal. Am I correct? Is that not what you thought? Is that not what you thought? If that's what you thought, put 100 on the chat. Why would a normal person think of losing? Emmanuel just said loss is loss. Reality is reality. Why would a normal person think of losing $1 million and is praying for it? Is that normal? That's what you thought. Okay. You're entitled to the opinion of your thought. And guess what? You become, or you are limited to the level of your thinking. In the other side of this thought is someone who is willing, because in the everyday experience of trade, tomorrow you will lose a trade and that trade has a number in it. That's because you have the account to lose it. Am I correct? Which means if this person is thinking the number I want to see in my loss in the next coming years is 1 million, it means the person also prayed for the account that can lose it. Am I correct? It means if I'm going to lose 1 million, what is my trading range right now? 0.5%, 1% a day. It means if I lose 1% a day, how much is my capital? You didn't think about that because your mind was programmed to think losses as a disadvantage. But the mind who is talking is seeing it as a blessing. Two things is going to happen. I don't need to pray for my wins because they will happen. I just need to grow my expectation of my capital. And that's what I'm doing because that capital is going to produce a certain loss. So as people are putting that win, someday I'm also going to put, whoa, we've hit the goal. I lost $1 million. And you're going to see it. But one of the things you also see is this account size. And you finally just figure out. But don't be the one that figure out then. Figure it now. And you know what that also, it's a mindset. I am prepared today for the loss of tomorrow. You can't beat someone said, you can't kill a dead person. You cannot offend and stimulate someone who doesn't have an expectation of a thing. Build your mind right. See, now I'm talking because I have spoken to the mind, all right, that was limited to the disadvantage of an occurrence. Loss is part of our game. Embrace them. Learn to win as much as you expect to lose. If you can build the mind, the psychology of trading, that's why we did risk management and psychology, because your success is dependent on these two things. Somebody can have a 90% win ratio, but bad trading psychology, all right, and bad risk management, that person can be looking for money to fund a funded account. Why somebody that has a 40% win ratio with good trading psychology and a good risk management would be funding and borrowing you money that's looking for a funded account, period. That making sense? Any question? Have you guys gotten value? Reached enough value? So recap on Expert Hub. So Expert Hub, I'm not going to show you guys any platform. I'll just recap Expert Hub from the standpoint of the vision around it. The interface is, you register for free. It's a no subscription-based platform. Why did we give you that? To extensively give you an option of decision. We want people to decide because this journey is self-inflicted. You have to accept it for yourself. It can be sold to you, but the selling is for you to come and experience so that you can make a decision. Let nobody sell you a decision. You won't get it right. I promise you, that's a guarantee. If someone sells you a decision you did not experience, you won't get it right. You will become a gamble. But what we want is, this thing is a tough journey, a journey for successful-minded people. Let them make the decision. And one of the things that's going to help the decision is the exposure to the right stimuli, the right experience. So a lot of people love to experience signal. We give the right way to experience a signal. If you want to win, you want to see something that wins. Okay, so one of the tasks for someone who wants to win is to experience data and invest in data. I need to be able to see it first before I'll make a decision to experience it. That is what we did. So Expert Hub gives you an opportunity to come and experience people who trade, different traders on the platform. They call their signals. They have a trading strategy, different trading strategy. And from you, before you follow them, you can already see their performance. So if you make a decision to follow and pay for what it is they're offering you, you saw from the performance that they have the data to be able to create. It means belief is stimulated by seeing. See. All right. So we help you see. That's why we made it free. Make sense? Put sense on the chat if you got that. That is the reason for free access. We want you to come into this environment and experience it. So sometimes you join. So you just experience a free session. Now I want to ask this question. 4-day free session in extension. This is an extension of Expert Hub. How many of you, you're leaving this call making a decision to take action on learning with us, earning and leveraging with us, and building a trading career with us? If you're on this call, you're making that decision. All right, put decision on the chat. I'll put D on the chat. Okay. All right, so if I just got 4 people, that's okay for me because that is a data from, if I have 47 people and I just got 4 people, it means I've gotten 10%. All right, that's 10%. It's okay for me. You know why? Those 10%, I didn't sell you that decision, did I? You experienced it. You're making the decision because you experienced a different level of training. You got a concept that ignited your belief system and you say, no, this is somewhere I want to follow. You see that thing? Don't allow anybody sell it to you. Let people give you an opportunity to experience. And that is really the idea of Expert Hub. We help you experience what you can make a decision on. And that's what Expert Hub is about. So don't pay for it. You didn't pay for this, then come and check what you paid for. No, you have experienced it because it's a layer to what we do. So that is the interface of Expert. We want you to. So sometimes we have live sessions like this, like one of these. All right, even in the week we have free sessions. So you come and experience training. A lot of people are joined just because they experience the free training. That's experience. They made decisions because of experience, not because they paid for what the experience. It makes sense, right? That's one beautiful thing. Then another thing, you can also experience investment. This is where trading comes. You're already a trader and you want to say, oh, let me follow this educator for a period of time. We don't want you to pay a premium. We want you to say, pay as you go. You may just have $10 and you may just commit that. Let me use $10 to experience this next 5 trades or this next 10 trades this person is going to call. Let me see how the trader goes. Let me see how my experience is with this trader. If it's not good, I follow another person. You see that thing, you are in control. We want traders to have control based on the decision they make. It makes sense? Put 2 on the chat if you got that. Okay. I follow these guys. This thing makes sense. Strategy makes sense. Oh, he has a course in the platform. I can do this thing by myself. It means I can upgrade to know it like him. I'll go into the course and I will learn the course for myself. That's experience learning. Does that make sense? That's 3. So you pay for the learning you've experienced. Am I making sense overall? That's what Expert Hub is all about. In a bigger picture, that is Expert Hub. That's what it's all about. We want people to experience the decisions they make to be better, even in leverage, in learning. Okay. Then one of the things you can't take away from trading is modeling success, mentorship, guidance, accountability. Through this opportunity, you are put in a community where you're guided intentionally. You can't pay for that. And that is what the community is all about. Does this make sense? And knowing fully well that now you're building a career in trading, if you learn and you graduate, you need somewhere to work because trading is a career. It is the trader that with an edge, where money comes into trading is when you build an edge, you can't see. Many people are trying to use what they have to fund trading. That's a dumb concept. You are supposed to use what you trade to get capital. That's smart concept. See, I was speaking passively with someone who has done well over in the last 1 year, over 1.2 million in trading in this. And he said something, what making me money is not my money, is the edge that's giving me. I'm making money from different portfolios because of my edge. The edge is the key. So if you have an edge, you would have capital. Capital is not your problem. Your discipline, your edge is the challenge. Build it, you get capital. Okay. See, there are prop firms that have 0 capital. You guys don't know, but they are dangerous anyway. It's a danger, it's a scam. A lot of scammers are out there. They are out there for the gullibility of the industry. But I'm actually telling you, there are proprietary service that has 0 capital. Okay, but you have to get to the level you have to qualify for the 0 capital. It takes certain routine to qualify. Okay, I'm participating in one right now. It's crazy, but that one has a subscription attached to it. But the capital there is crazy. But the subscription is nothing compared to the capital you're going to get. So that's why I'm so interested in building edge and helping trader, because now I can introduce such things to you. If you have a problem of capital, I'll say you don't have a problem of capital. You just have a challenge building an edge. Edge can give you capital. All right. What they need is for build a trading reputation. I can't understate that. Am I making sense? That's what we want to help you do. So that's about Expert Hub. And I want to appreciate each and every one of you that has took time, all right, paid attention, become intentional, reflected along line, make decision. But one warning I will give you guys is cause will help you make decisions, but discipline will help you stay true to them. Many of you who are making decisions, you're not disciplined. You're not resolved. And being resolved comes from conviction. Are you convicted with your fear and your why? Because what will make you stay disciplined, you show up regardless. You're not seeing result yet, you show up. You bought the course, you're not watching it. But now you know you will watch it because it is your why has been weaponized, that if you do this, this will clear your fear. So you're coming to just do one thing, leave off your fear and let your fear be a motivation tomorrow. that this is why I did what I did. Okay. Not trade to make money. Money will not solve your permanent. Some of you have created permanent problems. Temporary solution will not eradicate permanent problems. Earning money is a temporary solution. Creating structures to earn money is a permanent. Many of you have created structure to lose money. And you think earning temporarily can solve it? No, you have to create another permanent structure to eradicate that permanent structure you created. You have to. You have to. I lose money. I cannot stop losing money. But I've created structures that help me win more money than I lose. Every day you wake up, you are losing money. You're spending currency, time, money, all right? See, emotions, you're spending, you're losing every day you wake up. You're spending money, you're spending currency, okay? So you can't do anything about that. But one of the things you have to do is build structure that will multiply your time, that will multiply your finances, so that you're spending money, you're not thinking to hold on to this. Spend money. Build yourself to spend enough. So you need enough to spend, because spending will never stop in your life. I guarantee you. Spending, as you grow, your spending increases, whether you are prepared for it or not. Many of you have not given birth. When you give birth, you finally realize another thing in life. Okay? You will spend. So don't be afraid of spending. Don't pray to God, Father, reduce my spending. You are wasting your privilege with God. All right? Rather, pray for the ability to spend enough and you still smile. In fact, you're looking at, I need more spending. Everything is mindset. God bless each and every one of you. All right. At this point in time, we can take a few questions. Okay. But I believe you guys have gotten value. And it's been a privilege and an honor to have hosted this first edition of our Expert Hub Trading Summit. Before the year runs out, we may plan another one. Yeah, we may, but the first half of next year, we may have another, and the other one is going to be big. We may even have a physical one. All right. But this is something, the movement that I started. All right. After this, one of the things that came with this is trading accountability. Okay. And in that trading accountability, I gave you guys a promise that 30 people out of that trading accountability is going to personally get into another layer. And I'm watching out for people who are going to take action, because now we're giving you guys the instructions. I want to see people who are disciplined enough to be accountable, and they will get into the next layer of mentorship. All right. So God bless you guys. Any question? Yeah, the 4 days are recorded there on YouTube. If you go to Ken Vrimo YouTube channel, you're going to see that. All right. And you can follow through. Reflect on the 4 days. Reflect on the decisions you make. If you leave a session without making a decision, you just wasted the hours you spent on that session. And that is one of the things we waste. People know how to waste time a lot. You do sessions like you're watching a movie. No, you had an opportunity to make a decision. Every session is an opportunity for you to make a lifelong decision. What decision did you make from this session? If you just enjoyed it, oh boy, you just did it. The only thing that was missing was popcorn and Coke. That's the only thing that was missing. You just watched a movie. All right. And that's one better way we spend our time. Okay. So you can actually just go get a popcorn and just complete the whole thing. All right. And you don't have to watch any other movie. But if you think you're up for it, make a decision. Make a decision and follow through. That's my advice. All right. Let's give some questions. Joe Kings wants to answer. Let me see. All right. Joe Kings, please go ahead. Question.
Good evening, Coach Kenry, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to everyone. I don't know your time at your end, but it's even at my end. So I'm saying good evening and thank you so much. I mean, words are not enough to quantify the value I've gotten. I mean, particularly this session, I have to be specific. All right, I don't want to waste much time. I'm just going to be direct. And of course, before I go ahead, please thank you at Temsi for inviting me to this summit. Thank you so much. I just had to do that.
Everybody clap for Temsi. Beautiful one.
All right, sir. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around a lot of things, and I'm very sure, in fact, 1 week, 1 month will not be enough to digest these informations. And while Mr. Emmanuel was doing his presentation, a couple of things popped up in my head, and I was just preparing myself, and I said I was going to ask this. So a typical example is this of someone who has lost a lot of money, not just in different space, the online space particularly, and has the intention to, is getting this new information and wants to key into it. And at the moment, the person has issues of finance, has rent is due, has a pregnant wife that's going to be, due in a couple of months' time, and to mention but a few. So my question is this: what possible counsel can you give to that person at such a moment like this?
Very critical question. I mean, if you can relate to his question, I need to get partners because a lot of people are in that position too, where you can relate to the question that is just asked. So that could help me with energy, like the energy to hit it. All right, to hit it. And I'm someone who's cut out for being blunt, honest, and truthful. I'm known for that. In fact, if you are scared of hearing truths, try to avoid my sessions. Okay. Good. You already have your fear and at the same time your why. You can't afford to get it wrong because you cannot afford it. It's not, you cannot afford it. It's not because you will not get it wrong, because you cannot afford it. Okay. So what would I do? If I'm given this opportunity right now, what would I do? Okay. So because this is a trading summit, we focus more on the trading side of things. Okay. I focus more. So this is going to lead to an instruction in some way because there's no way I'm going to tell you this. There are things you have advantages over. There are things you don't. At the present moment, finances may be a challenge. So you write a goal. With this opportunity, how much can I earn over the next 3 months? Kenry, how much can this opportunity, is there anything in this opportunity that can earn me money? If yes, how much can I earn? That should be your next goal. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because why? You can afford that. Are you in the same plane with me? Put 100 on the chat. If you any one of you understand what I'm saying. Focus on put energy on what you can afford, not what you can't. Right now, if I say buy an account, do some certain things, you may not be able to afford it. That's truth. That's like Emmanuel said, a loss is a loss. It is what it is. You cannot do it. You can't kill yourself. If you even take on, let's say I advise you right now, you have $100 and I say, take my trade for the next, I am not like, that is not, there's no guarantee. Because why? The result you will have is not even based on my success. It's going to be based on your emotions, and your emotions is already on the floor. You have the result. What you do reflects what it was all spoken out. Okay, how you feel will determine what you do, and what you do will determine your result. So I may be calling the good trades, but how you will trade it is going to be based on your feeling. And guess what? Something is already affecting your feeling. So a lot of people don't trade right, not because the trades are not right, because the feeling is not right. Can you guys relate to that? Put 100 on the chat. So don't use trading to solve. Never use trading plan. Your trading plan is not to solve your financial plan. So no trading plan should be aimed towards your financial plan, your present financial plan. Okay, that is wrong. So what you do is trading opportunity. What is the trading opportunity that I can build to the structure in trading I can build that I can afford to build and make money? That's simple. How did Emmanuel get to first 1,000? He didn't get to first $1,000 in trading. But he hit the $1,000 goal that skilled him up to be able to afford the things he cannot do in trading. There's wisdom in everything, but not many people are willing to listen. You put energy into things because why? You are combatant with your own self. Rather, you're going through problem. And you are your own. You are against yourself. So I tell people, what does this opportunity have? One of the things we created, the opportunity gives you. Many of you that are here, someone invited you. Guess what? So many people are going to take action, and guess what? So many people are going to be earning. Over the next 3 months, some people are going to be earning from this opportunity by just doing what I told them to do or what the system told them to do. All right. You can afford that. Put your energy in that. Over the next 3 months, make a decision. Okay, there is this platform. It gives me an opportunity to help traders see good solutions to trade. All right. I will invite every day for the next 3 months a minimum of 5 people every day. If you do that and you scale the numbers up, you're going to in 3 months, you would have reached out to probably 30,000 people. And by number of scale, if 10% start, that's 300 people, you'll be earning good amount of money every day from that. 3 months, you would have solved the problem with structure, and you can now have money to buy account, trade. But whilst you're doing that, you're also learning, because it doesn't stop you from learning, exposing yourself, little ways you can afford to do so. But that is going to be my biggest advice to someone in your position or someone who's prone to a position of default. Red. Because that's red position. My wife wants to give birth, boom, that's money coming. I rent due, boom. No quick scheme can help you out of that. All right, no quick scheme can help you. If a quick scheme do it, you are actually in trouble. So what you do, the problem has already been caused. You can't change it. So what you do is what? Create a solution before time runs out. That's going to be I'm advising this not because I'm the coach. I'm advising it because I am a financial consultant, and this is what I would tell anyone: do this. I'm always consistent with my advice when faced with certain problems. Okay, this is a solution you can afford, and that's what you should be doing intentionally whilst because every other thing is default. If I host a session tomorrow, you don't need energy to do that session. If you can afford it, join. If you can't, and guess what? To afford the session is good. So to buy the course is for one time. So you don't need energy. See that you have it, you do it. Okay, you can be doing that, but to make money is your priority now. Create structures to make money because you do not have money to make money. So find the opportunity to earn money that you can afford. Go after that. That is going to be my advice. Did you get that? Did every one of you who listened to me, did you get that? Put 100. Put I got that on the chat. And guess what? Just because you heard it doesn't mean you're going to do it. Because why? The will to do it. Many of you, you've made choices not to accept what works. All right. And that is not our problem. Our problem is, our challenge is basically putting the truth in front and hoping that you will just accept it and follow. The person who do what I'm saying right now will be a better trader with an edge than the one who does. Because the person makes a decision to do right by creating structures to evade the finances they're already in a problem with. Okay. 7 months from now, some of you are going to be earning a minimum of $1,000 from this same platform. 7 months from now, $1,000. Sometimes some of you are going to be earning 400, 300, 500 from this same platform every single week, sometimes in a day. It depends on how intentional about listening to what I just said. It's open and there is no limit. You are the one to make the decision that I will do this, regardless of opposition. People will tell me no. I don't have people. So many of you, your excuses with I don't have people. Everybody that I've had. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we depend on the people that we've had. Guess what? Growth and discipline has no acquaintance. It's a structure. You follow the structure, you get the right people. Okay. Many of you, I didn't know you before. You did not stop me from creating Expert Hub. True or true? I did not create Expert Hub because I knew you, but you are here today because I created Expert Hub. Get wise. All right. That is just wisdom. I created a solution because I knew people would come. It's just what it is. Okay. It's wisdom. You don't don't depend on what people do or don't do or what you've done before. There are no people, maybe the people you listen to or the people that have followed you failed with you at certain times. All right. That doesn't mean they will keep failing with you. Okay. There are people who failed with me in previous business that have succeeded with me over time because I kept moving forward and I kept showing up. I lost a lot of people. So what? Did I stop? I am here today. Okay. I keep showing them the opportunity. I didn't stop. Okay. But guess what? I didn't stop at them because I knew that the world was waiting for me. All right. And I projected myself. I learned skills. I learned conversation skills, relational skills, so that I can reach out to bigger network. That is intentionality. You have to build that. And guess what? It's not really expensive. Okay, but that's actually my frank, direct answer to a situation like that, and that should cut across everyone who's experiencing that. Focus your energy on what you can afford, not what drains you. Okay. Any other question? All right. Any other question? Tough questions. We're allowed to take question. Any question works. Okay. At least we're equipped for any type of question. Management, risk psychology, trading signals, the education, the courses, anything, any question. Okay. The accountability. Someone asked earlier, how can I join the accountability? For everyone who attended the summit, okay, if you're willing and you're in this summit and you want to join the accountability trading community, you want to get into that because it's a challenge to see if you qualify to be mentored over the next 2 years. It's a challenge, all right? You want to get into that, just put accountability in the trading summit group and we're going to add you. All right, someone is going to message you the link to the other. And I believe many of you in the accountability you're already in, but you don't even know where you are in. Is already the accountability challenge. Okay, so but that's open to everyone who attended the summit, and it's free of charge, but not free of experience. Okay, the experience is the charge. So you're going to experience trading. What you need to experience trading, okay, is I didn't say type accountability here. I said type accountability in the summit group. So nobody qualifies to attend in the summit. Now, this is critical, but I'm not going to do that here. That would be too stiff. If you're here on this call, you're not in the summit group, it's because it's two things. Your leader did not follow instruction. The person invited did not follow instruction, or you did not follow instruction. Okay, so if you are that one that did not, just reflect on that for a moment. You're about to miss out on accountability. How does that feel? Does it feel good? Okay, it doesn't. So get to meet the person who sent you this invite and tell them to do right by you. Okay, so that you can get access to the accountability. Does that make sense? Because I give an instruction, every gift, everything, every communication is going to happen in the trading. So join your leaders, join your people to the trading account, because that's where we're continuing from. In fact, even from the Telegram, we're moving communication to the WhatsApp, and it's going to actually start from this trading. We're starting a new journey and a new movement, and this is going to help everyone. So align. Okay. All right. I think there are no questions. If there are no questions, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. A big thank you to the whole Expert Hub team, the whole Expert Hub family. I know I've given much to you guys, but what you guys have given to me in this last couple of days is amazing. It's beautiful. I appreciate everyone, every trainer, every coach. All right, everyone who has put themselves to support, every leader, whether appointed or not, you put yourself out there to lead people, to invite, everyone who invited, everyone who did something because of this summit. One of the things I can promise you is every effort or seed in the right environment or multiple seed will germinate results. Some will be 30-fold, some will be 60-fold, but it is set to germinate. And every one of you will reap of what you have sown. Okay. All right. You're going to get impact of the people you were able to place in this. They will never be the same in trading. I promise you. Okay. If they could apply the prayer, we'll pray that let the challenges of life and trading not drain them away from the focus of discipline of the trading edge. All right. And let's grow together. Appreciate every trainer that came, that trained, from day one. Blessed. All right. Coach Shegun, PK, Mr. Chris, Madam Shay, Samson. In fact, all of you surprised me. You surpassed the expectation. Ayo, Aaron, you did quite well. And those that didn't have the time because of the schedules they had, and you guys are going to be experiencing more of this. In fact, I'm planning something already to take up from what it is we've done. All right. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to new experiences. Thank you, everyone. Now there are questions. Questions are just coming. Okay. All right. But let me finish my closing remark on appreciation. I'm grateful for even those of you that showed up day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And there's a gift for, I'm not leaving out what I said, okay, for those of you that are going to win. So there's the major gift. But before I take the major gift, which is the market structure course, don't leave, because if you leave, you might be depriving someone of a gift. All right. So, but let me take Chinyere. Okay, let me just do this quickly before we go. Everyone on the chat, if this summit was your first experience with us, okay, let me take it down. Let me take the question first. Madam Shinyere, all right, go ahead.
My question is the coin. I have not understood how to use the coin.
You've not understood how to use the, have you gotten the coin?
No, I've not gotten the coin. I haven't gotten to understand it. That is why I haven't gotten the coin.
Okay, so just take your bank. If you walk into a boutique today and you pick anything, what are you going to pay with?
Either a money share.
Naira. Okay, currency you have in your bank, you transfer, but you would have to have it to be able to buy. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Our coin system is our currency. So for anything you want to purchase in the platform, whether a course, whether a signal, whether a training, a live class, okay, each costs an amount. So when you load your wallet with a coin, you have the power to purchase anything you want. Does that make sense?
Okay. Now
That's
it's
big.
explanation.
Yeah, it's as simple as like it's there's nothing complex about our coin. It's just our own way of adopting our own currency for our own spending. So when you fund your wallet, all right, it gives you power to purchase anything you want. Now, the funding comes in two variations. Either you can fund, so let's say I want to fund $10, I can just fund $10. It will directly charge my bank. I will do a transfer. And that money will reflect in my wallet. It's my wallet. It's not for the platform. It's my wallet. It will be taken and becomes the platform's, like you can use it to the platform. Anytime you take something, it leaves your wallet. So that is for direct funding. Now, the bundle funding is the ones, okay, you want to get the bundle, you want to, it's like promo or get a package. The package is in the bundle. So in bundles, we have three types of bundles. We have the $15 bundle, which gives you access to, with a $15, all right, you get access to $20 XP. So it's like you're buying a $20 bundle with $15. All right. And you can get a $50 bundle of XP with $35. You can get a $100 XP with $70. So you increase your power of purchase by getting that promo bundle. So that is one way so that you can get more spendings. You can it's like amplifying your money. It's like getting a promo pack. So that is the other way you can actually get XP. So either you just fund direct or you just get the bundle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so whenever you are exhausted, you have to purchase another one, right?
Yeah. That's when you're exhausted.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Sure.
Okay, good. Madam Nancy Uzioma, your hand was raised.
Yes, yes. Good evening, all. Thank you very much for this wonderful session. I really appreciate it very, very well. It's not been easy, but God has seen us through.
Yeah.
So this is my question. I don't know if it is permitted because this yesterday I wanted to ask this question, but I don't know. My village people called me to sleep during the training section. So if I'm permitted, I will go ahead and ask it.
Go ahead. Every question is permitted.
Okay. So when you were talking about the LB, it's not you, somebody that you brought on was talking about the LBS strategy yesterday. That London breakout strategy. I mean,
Sniper.
that London breakout sniper. Yes. Yeah. When you were talking about that, what does that London breakout sniper really mean? And what time does it happen? Is it daily activity? Or when does it happen? And what does it really mean?
Okay. So London Breakout Sniper is a strategy, it's a day
Yes.
trading strategy. Okay, like it's been explained, what we just did in this summit is we gave you guys a showcase, all right? And like you said, you slept. So if you did not sleep, okay, you would have gotten it. And guess what? It's not late because why? It was recorded. So there is a video you can actually rewatch to see the breakdown. I broke it down. So it's a day trading strategy. It means we are trading from the London session. Okay. After the first 15-minute candle of every day, trades are triggered. How we enter that trades, that's the strategy. Okay. What we are looking for a buy, what we are looking for a sell. Okay, at what point do we enter? What are the things we are looking at before we enter a buy or enter a sell? That is what the strategy entails. That's what we taught in the strategy. And what the risks are. At what point, if you enter, at what point should you enter? Okay, and when you enter, what should be your target? Everything was what was broken down in the strategy, and it's also broken down in the course. In fact, it's clearer broken down in the course. You can't get it when we teach you as an overview than when the in-depth of the course, because the course was broken down into 4 stages: the raw, all right, the plus, the premium, and the shift. There are 4 variations. So, and you can understand it clearly from structure because we taught it in clear terms, A, B, C in the course. But what we just did is the outcome, the overview, what this thing is about. All right. And guess what? The most important thing about a strategy is its concept. If a strategy has a concept that anybody can practice in their own time, that's beautiful. And that's what we thought. Okay. The concept of the strategy is that out of every 100 trade, if you do the plus, you get 75. So all you need to do is, if you get the concept, go do your 100 trades. And if you find the result, you have clearly grown. Your confidence level is going to increase and spike. Now you know what to practice. You're looking forward to it every day. You know what. Now, if you practice that's raw. If you practice the plus, it increases your edge and your choice. You find out that your result will be scaling between 70, 75. All right. If you practice and put it right. Now, that is what we gave you the concept so that you can practice it. And that's what we're trading with. Okay. It gives you an edge when you know what we're trading with. Like we said, trading is about an edge. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it did. Thank you very much. And again, on Friday, I learned that the reason why markets exploded, most especially anything that has to do with USD, exploded against all the Japanese yens, then is because of the NFP release. How bad or good does this NFP? In fact, what is NFP? And is it only every Friday that NFP is being released? And what news released on the NFP would make us know if we are to go into a buy or a sell during that NFP release? Because if I go to social media, I keep seeing NFP, thank you, NFP did this, NFP this and that.
Okay.
So I want to get that particular slide.
All right. Let me advise. And just because I'm advising you, that doesn't mean this is my own opinion. Okay. And you take it as my opinion, not because this is what is. Okay. So there are 3 categories of traders, or 3 categories in trading. Okay. We have those that will trade fundamental, which is news, social, economic events. Okay, they are good at studying socio-economic events. Yeah, please, you can mute your mic. So if maybe you want to talk, you can unmute it so that we don't hear the background sound. So there are fundamental traders, and their specialty is to study events like news. If a news is coming up, so these are people who understand socio-economic events, what's happening all over the world in different. So they can use it to predetermine what will happen in a currency, and they can say, oh, they've mastered the edge of fundamentals, and they know how to read the news to know what will happen in the currency. And but guess what? There is no guarantee. Okay, it's just still the same way of strategy. There are no guarantees. All right, and it takes a lot of effort, a lot of knowledge, a lot of investment and things to do that as well. All right, so that's a type of trader. Another type of trader is the technical trader. This is one who uses the data of the market to predetermine what the future will be, which is technical trading. This is the one we do. Okay, now there is the sentimental trader. This is the one who uses sentiment of every day, the volume. If the market is So between GBP USD, there is a sentimental chart or sentimental data that you can look in the market to say, oh, GBP is strong today based on the buy value, buy input of GBP. All right, the strength, the volume can actually be data. And you see that GBP is strong, USD is weak. Because of that volume, some people know how to trade, buy GBP USD if they see that the sentiment is buy. These are sentimental traders. Now, your ability, some are not. The fourth trader is the one who uses a flex of sentiment, fundamentals, and technical to determine, okay, what the outcome. But at the end of the day, it all comes to the data. The most powerful data you can have from this market is the technical, because even the fundamentals and the sentiments are evolving from the happenstance of liquidity, which is determined by the data from technical analysis. Okay, so that is why as a trader, you need to make a choice. What type of trader do you want to become? That will determine your energy of the things you look out for. You can't look out for any. Trading is so big. You don't want to be confused. I don't trade fundamentals because why? I chose to learn from people who didn't. And I saw their result. And that's how I don't trade fundamentals. I don't trade news. If I take a trade today, I will not determine my trade by news. It's either if news happen, let it pay me, or news can either inspire my trade to go in my direction or it doesn't. It's still a factor of win and loss. I either win or trade. So news do not make me celebrate if it goes. No, nothing. I don't trade news. Because why? I don't want to. I want my data to be factual on my edge, not to be a probability of happenstance I do not control. So I control my edge. I know that if I take 20 trades, my outcome is going to be 14. There is this feeling. So if I don't see 14, okay, now, it's not a guarantee. So I put money because I'm going to win 14. No, it's not a guarantee. But based on the edge, out of every 20, the outcome comes in 14. Okay, if it falls back, 10. But sometimes it can even fall less. But that edge is what I trade, not what will happen or what may not happen. Am I making sense? So that makes me a technical trader. There was a time we used to, man, I can tell you, there was a time we used to trade sentiment. When we open the chart in the morning, we will go to finviz.com, all right, I will go to currencychart.com, and we'll look at what in the morning as the London session is open, what currency is strong, okay, and what is weak. And that is the currency we're going to trade for a buy or sell. That's sentimental trading, okay? It's still subject to emotion because the one that is weak just now that you see in the next couple of minutes can just drop down. And the next thing is that trade you have bought, Otilo, is going you will be too emotional. These are emotional. So those trading, sentimental and is subject to high level of emotions. Does that make sense? So you want to be careful with those type of trading. So news impact can either impact your strategy positively or negatively, but it cannot impact your edge. It can impact a trade, but not the edge. So you may take a trade today based on your technical analysis, but news came. Oh, news can impact it. It's part of the game. Okay. But in the overall, news will not always impact it negatively because why? News are not always there. So talking about non-farm payroll, which is NFP, okay, if you go just read about it happens every last Friday or first Friday of the month and last Friday. So there are different news, okay, some that happens either at the end of the month, all right, or the beginning Friday, and they are very catastrophic news. They move. These are where some, powerful people are talking or data released about Feds, so many things. People know how to read these things, but you want to be careful, okay? You can add them to your edge, okay? Or you can just stay away. I can't advise you. It's a choice you have to make. All right, but I've actually advised you. But that advice is just telling you what I know. But that choice you have to make. Does that make sense, Madam Nancy?
Yes, yes. Thank you very, very much. Even though I need to go and marry my course because hey, so many things. It doesn't. Hey, Oshirike. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And another big advice I'll give, don't box your probability. Don't box. Never put yourself in a position you want to box your probability. Allow your probability teach you. Learn from your probabilities. Don't try to make don't determine your probability. Experience it to see what the probability of the practice is. If it is good, better at it. If it is not good, ask question how you can better at it. Okay. If it's working for someone and it's not working for you, ask what you're doing, what you need to do right. But don't box. Don't say, I want to always win the market. You are bringing in emotions. Emotions is the field of outplays. Don't try it. Okay. Those who trade news make the most money from this market. You guys know that. You guys know that. Those who trade news and they know how to trade it very well make the most money from this market. Do you guys know that? I need answers. You guys are scared of answering me because I believe some of you are already sensing the thing I'm going to say next. Okay, I believe in data. I don't believe in, just like I don't use a trade. I don't use a trade to judge an outcome. The outcome of a trade does not judge the edge. It's the same thing is people who win with news do not judge the edge. Okay, the edge is over 93% of fundamental traders lose money. 93, if not more. But over 90% of fundamental traders are gamblers and are whisked from the market. So do you think 9% is a success? And do you want to say, I put my hand in my chest, I'm going to be among the 9%? Do you have what it takes? The emotion, the character, the money? Because why? There are many ways you can trade in this money. You can make crazy money, but it's the same way you're going to lose crazy money. Question is, do you have crazy money to lose? If you can't afford it, learn a better way. All right. And it has no stability because why? You can't even build an edge because of something that is not constant. If I get into this market, I will see constant support and resistance. Something must pull up that will be data. You can't data fundamentals because even with the outcome, sometimes you can read an outcome that was supposed that bought in a previous time, but the outcome of this person reading will sell. You don't know why to sell. There are forces beyond this market that you can't predetermine because of what they tell you. Because the people who control money, all right, they buy into your perception. Anything you can perceive, they can control. So I don't want my data to be on their perception so that they cannot control me. Amen. That's my submission. Don't say thank you. We don't do that yet. All right. So yeah, why don't you that's still the same thing. Okay. I don't do sentiment. Okay. I trade data that I can almost call that's an edge. There is no data, substantial data on sentiment and fundamentals. It's only found in technical. That's why I choose technical. Okay. And guess what? I know how to trade fundamental. I know how to scalp. I'm actually one of the best scalpers in the world. But I hate scalping because I don't like who I am doing it. There are many things you guys are going to learn in trading, but you want to focus on the person trading and building the person because it's the person that gets the result. I've helped a lot of people if you guys know binary option, that is one of the best scalping platform. You trade the minute. I know I'm very good at scalping, but I don't like scalping. I only traded scalping because of serving people. My wife will tell you, I can't sit alone and scalp. I can't. I don't know me when I'm trading. I don't like me. I hate who I become when I'm losing. And I don't really enjoy my winning. So I don't, that's why I can't. If you sit and you tell me to help you, let's do binary option, and you will make money from me, but you can't find me doing it alone. So the times I've really made money in binary option are the times I'm trading with people, because when I'm trading with people, I am governed. All right. My emotions are central. They're not internal. Okay. It means I'm not in control. So I don't do what I'm not in control of. That's one of the things I've learned. I've learned that about me. I know myself. So I honor myself. Many of you don't honor yourself. Okay. You don't. You are a gambler. So you're even gambling with yourself. Okay. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I rather focus and invest in my strength. I love to take trades that I don't look at. And I've been able to do that with Forex. I can't do that with binary. So sometimes when I'm taking a trade, despite my knowledge and everything, and I'm taking a trade, it's not going my way. I don't like what I'm feeling. Despite I'm winning most of the time. When the capital is not increasing, no. This thing I'm doing Forex, I can't do it in binary. Okay. So so that brings us to the last thing. Okay, so you guys go. How many of you are here? So we had in the first day, you are a guest for these 4 days. Let me know in the chat. Or if you are here right now, and you look at the chart, how many people in the chat you invited that are still here on the score? If you invited people and you think the people you invited, they are still on the score, write the number on the chat. So the member with the highest invite in this score, okay? All the people I invited are present in the 4 days. How many, Madam Nancy? How many you have now in the score? So that's the number. I need that number. So that person, that's that's the biggest win. So that's a test of consistency and leadership. Guest for 4 days. I'm not asking how many of you have been for. So yes, many of you have been guests. Okay. Who invited you? Okay, for those of you that are saying your guest, who invited you? Okay. And if you are a leader here and you know your team, you know your members you invited, and you did a good follow-up and you see that they are still here, how many people did you invite that are still here on the score? All right. So everyone put who invited you on the call. So the biggest, the coach or member or leader with the most invite of people on the call, all right, is going to get. So I've got JK said Victor invited me. Vicky said Victor invited me. You guys don't want to win money, right? So who has the most invite? Hold on. Charity said Victor invited me. Okay, Infinity said Victor, Nancy invited me. So I've gotten 1 Nancy, 3 Victor, 4 Victor. Okay, Victor said 5 are currently on the call. All right, so okay. So automatically, hold on. Okay, Chisom said Madam Ngozi, Nancy. Okay. Okay, Ngozi Chidi said Nancy invited. So Madam Nancy, how many people do you have on the score? I think you can help me with that data on the call right now. Okay. Falasha, they said Madam Nancy. So that makes, okay, Temsi, how many people do you have on the call? So I invited my 2 children. Okay, you have 2. Madam Charity, your 2 children are still on the call. Okay, beautiful. So we have 2 from Charity, 2 from Madam Temsi. I've not gotten Madam Nancy, but so far so good. I think about 4 people. Okay, this is okay. Madam Nancy, 1, 2 for Lashade, Ngozi 3, Edam 4. Okay, Phoenix 5. Oh, okay. I think that's 5 already. Okay. So, Madam Nancy, 5 people have indicated also your invitation. Mr. Victor, 5 people have indicated your invitation. So I've got 2 winners. I've got 2 tie. What do we do about that? What do you think we should do about that? The 3 I invited had left the call. Okay, that's not your fault. It's not your fault. You don't have control over that. All right. That's one of the criteria. So this is actually it's not just one of those, we want people who stayed. Okay. Now there's a different category, but I don't want to go deep into that category. People who are going to take action, because if you're still in this call, it means you're convicted and resolved to you want to take action. You wouldn't stay in this call 4 days and you're still in this call by this time. All right, if you're not already convicted. So we want to reward those leaders that have bought in convicted people. All right. Okay, I invited many people, only 3 attended. Beautiful. So follow them, track everybody you've invited. But for those of you who are coming, okay, and made the decision to stay, means you're really willing to run. Okay. Not only do you qualify to stand in a very strong place in accountability, but one of the things you have access to, that will, it won't deflate on time if you can stay through this time. And for the leaders, not that what we do is just so to pump you up, but just to tell you that we care enough for you to encourage every input you've done in and out. Okay, in and out, every input, the network threw you out. So far, because I've gotten 5 from these individuals, they are both going to qualify to gain that market insight course. All right, they're going to get it. It's going to be awarded to both of them, Madam Nancy and Coach Victor. Okay, so congratulate them. All right, so 2 of them are automatically qualified to get that course. So that is a whooping $140, $30, an investment in their journey to start this race. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the leaders. Don't turn off. All right. Just keep up the good work. Be that person that helps someone say congratulations tomorrow. Be that person that helps someone breath, a new direction and be able to sustain your family. Be that person that gives someone an option of success. All right. Even when the light was turned off, be that person. Okay. I'll see you guys winning. Just go on the group and type your username, drop it as usual. But you guys congratulate those who win, because those you congratulate, all right, you attract the same, attributes and character to do the same thing they are doing. Okay. All right. So congratulate them. They did well. They've done well. They have actually done well. They've outdone themselves. All right. And I can only hope, okay, to sing the praise of these individuals and even the ones that they brought in. Congratulations. I super celebrate you guys. And follow up now. Don't slow up. Okay, don't slow up. Follow up everyone you brought on the score. Ask them question. What was your decision from the score? Were you convicted? What's your decision? Follow them up. Okay. You might be betting the new levels of successful traders that this platform is going to birth. Okay. All right. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, each and every one of you again. All right. I'm looking forward for the next successful trader. All right. In this our environment. God bless you. Bye for now.